Whoa, what's good, y'all? We loading it up. We lighting it up early. Finna get these vibes going. It's EDM week. EDM playlist week. We gonna play them tracks that didn't make the playlist. Me and Kamikaze got that playlist on deck for y'all. Shout out to Sonar Muse. Let y'all get a look at what I'm looking at. You know what I'm saying? Share the wealth, you dig? It's only right. You on that Sonar Muse all day, everyday blockchain music, NFTs to prove it. You dig? Should be a great discussion today. Oh, y'all can't even see me. Let me let y'all see me though. Y'all can't even see me, bruh. Wrong one. Let me fix that up for y'all. Y'all can't even see the kid, you dig? Where are you? Now you see me? No, you don't. Alright, I guess it wants to act up. There it go. There he is. Alright, cool. Let me move me on the other side. Other side of things. Bling bling, diamond ring, you feel me? We gonna warm up, get this room going. Different camera angles today. Yeah, I mean. We kicking it off with Spirit, K Monster. You already know the vibes. Let's get it. Wake and bake. Let's do it. Oh, it's done already. They putting the pressure on me. I gotta DJ this shit up for real. We here early. We loading it up. Shout out to everybody on the YouTube. Shout out to everybody on the Twitter checking in. We playing. We blockchain focus only, man. You trying to get on that blockchain? Get at me, man. We blockchain music, NFTs to prove it. You dig? Son, I muse. You see how we rocking, man. Let's get that Bird remix going, man. Let's light it up real quick.
Triangular trap tsunami.
Flying right into the future. Super Eagle coin, I know the moment. My NFT is worth some digits. This ain't a security exchange commission. Bird. Flying right into the future. Bird. Super Eagle coin, I know the moment. Bird. My NFT is worth some digits. Bird. This ain't a security exchange commission. Bird. Protest against the SEC. Bird. They ain't got on XRP. Bird. Gary Gensler, yeah, you trippin'. Bird. Bring that ass here, boy, you need a whipping. Bird. I want XRP for Christmas. Super Eagle NFT, I'm finna get it. Yeah, we cooking in the kitchen. Felt that how we test, we on the mission. Bird. Flying right into the future. Bird. Super Eagle coin, I know the movement. Bird. My NFT is worth some digits. Bird. This ain't a security exchange commission. Bird. Ocean birds every 24 hours. Bird. Winning NFTs with breeding powers. Bird. SEC, we know you hating. Bird. I'm from Clay Code, but I don't mess with Jay Clayton. Whoa. And you know the R word heavy. XRP, you know it's deadly. Whoa. Yeah, we know just what we doing. The triangular trap tsunami moving. Bird. Flying right into the future. Bird. Super Eagle coin, I know the movement. Bird. My NFT is worth some digits. Bird. This ain't a security exchange commission. Bird. XRP, yeah, that's the mission. Bird. Gary Gensler, yeah, you trippin'. Super Eagle coin, show hella love. I just thank the God above. We flying over the scrubs. XRP, that's extra love. SEC coin, yeah, it's heavy. It's like young DMX and eyes on belly. Bird. Flying right into the future. Bird. Super Eagle coin, I know the movement. Bird. My NFT is worth some digits. Bird. This ain't a security exchange commission. Time. We the real Jews, better keep in mind who that is, they on evil time. Soon you gon' see who deserve to shine with an eagle eye. It's me the time. We the real Jews, better keep in mind who that is, they on evil time. Soon you gon' see who deserve to shine with an eagle eye. Kicking it like Galatasaray. Galatasaray. I'm ballin' real hard like where the magic play. No shortcuts, bro, I took the hard away. I'm on that Mars champagne, real Chardonnay. If I'm on that brown, then it's Grand Marnier. I stepped up my frames, these are Cartier. I ain't too drunk to speak, I ain't too blind to see that every 7 years, look what they did to me. 1966, financial crisis. 73, it was an oil shot. 1980, a hard recession. In 1987, they ain't learned their lesson. 1994, did you second guess it? A bomb market crash while you Clinton rapping. 2001, that was 9/11. In 2008, Obama recession. 2015, mega crash alert. 2022, cradle ISO 22. The prices might reduce, better calculate your moves. They don't wanna have a truce, they just wanna see you lose. My country owe a couple $1 trillion. Why you think we got all this money problems? I'm running up my digital cash, cause we can't afford another market crash. Me the time. We the real Jews, better keep in mind. Who that is, they on evil time. Oh shit, I done just cut the music. Y'all bear with me, man. We still loading up. Ain't nobody in the room yet, man. Ain't nobody talking, so we just gonna let this music rock out. It's the Wake and Bake 54. We gonna be talking that. We're gonna be talking about social media verification. We would love to hear explanation. What's your thoughts on social media verification, man? I did cut the music. We about to get it back rolling. This EDM. We on our EDM vibes today. Shout out to Sonar Mule. Shout out to Web Monetization. The reason that it ain't hit yet, cause y'all pockets ain't lit. You know what I'm saying? Get your pockets lit, man. Get your diamond hands up, man. That's how we rocking right now. We running that Shmita back, man. Shmita time. Y'all know what time it is. If you know, you know. And if you don't, go do your research. You dig? It's Shmita time. Let's get it. Let Me Kamikaze. Ripple Effect out right now. Only on Sonar Muse, Blockchain Music, NFTs to prove it. Y'all already know. Whoa, whoa. Time. We the real Jews, better keep in mind who that is, they on evil time. Soon you gon' see who deserve to shine with an eagle eye. It's me the time. We the real Jews, better keep in mind who that is, they on evil time. Soon you gon' see who deserve to shine with an eagle eye. Kicking it like Galatasaray. I'm ballin' real hard like where the magic play. No shortcuts, bro, I took the hard away. I'm on that Mars champagne, real Chardonnay. If I'm on that brown, then it's Grand Marnier. I stepped up my frames, these are Cartier. I ain't too drunk to speak, I ain't too blind to see that every 7 years, look what they did to me. 1966, financial crisis. 73, it was an oil shot. 1980, a hard recession. In 1987, they ain't learned their lesson. 1994, did you second guess it? A bomb market crash while you Clinton rapping. 2001, that was 9/11. In 2008, Obama recession. 2015, mega crash alert. 2022, cradle ISO 22. The prices might reduce, better calculate your moves. They don't wanna have a truce, they just wanna see you lose. My country owe a couple $1 trillion. Why you think we got all this money problems? I'm running up my digital cash, cause we can't afford another market crash. Me the time. We the real Jews, better keep in mind who that is, they on evil time. Soon you gon' see who deserve to shine with an eagle eye. It's me the time. We the real Jews, better keep in mind who that is, they on evil time. Soon you gon' see who deserve to shine with an eagle eye.
It's Shmita, can't believe ya. I'ma tell you one time, Justin Bieber. Tip of the financial scale like a Libra. Digital cash, my wallet looking greener. The greatest transfer of wealth. Gotta keep it low key, gotta keep it stealth. Marcus on the red, seeing everything melt. Play your cards right and accept what you dial. African New Year at the same time though. We the real Jews, let me ain't lie though. In the recession, why did they lie though? Everything's gonna be okay, have high hopes. There's a difference between you and me. Shmita time, 70-year platinum jubilee. Read between the lines. lines and the truth you will see it's inevitable. Rest in peace to the queen. Now I'm talking about the banknotes. I don't really care, y'all. I'm an asshole. Let the money swim to me like a tap hole. I'm getting high like the prices of gas though. The last big event was 17 years ago. This is a once in a lifetime event for me. Can't miss out on this opportunity. And I give no fucks, truthfully. Right place at the right time, that's where you should be. But you're asleep, can't wake up a flock of sheep. Truth is in plain sight, it ain't that deep. Got my eyes in the keyhole, watch me peep. Following the money trail, I look like a creep. Dirty money on the floor, watch me sweep. Keep my money in my pants like my briefs. My money talks so it don't keep it brief. Schmieder or Schmider, golden standard like Midas. My eye is on the prize. Financial crisis is almost on the rise, and that's how I'm moving on the real though. Can you tell me what's real though? Hold my money in escrow, I'm feeling like Drake. I got money to blow. XRP, watch the liquidity flow. Cause
it's me the time. We the real Jews, better keep in mind. Who that is, they on evil time. Soon you gon' see who deserve to shine. With an eagle eye, it's me the time. We the real Jews, better keep in mind. Who that is, they on evil time. Soon you gon' see who deserve to shine. With an eagle eye.
Shout out Hyperfocus. This one's called Life in Control. This one's hot. I'm feeling this one. Should have made the list, honestly.
モンスターがこれを作った
Hey man, I want to start off by saying, Hyperfocus got that heat. Whoa, whoa. Shout out to Cyber. We got that EDM playlist for y'all. Whoa, whoa. Shout out Kamikaze. I see y'all. We're gonna build the room up a little bit. Let's get it.
Triangular trap tsunami.
Time. Soon you gon' see who deserve to shine with an eagle eye. It's me the time. We the real Jews, better keep in mind. Who that is, they on evil time. Soon you gon' see who deserve to shine with an eagle eye. Kicking it like Galatasaray. I'm ballin' real hard where the magic play. No shortcuts, bro, I took the hard away. I'm on that Mars champagne, ripple Chardonnay. If I'm on that brown, then it's Grand Marnier. I stepped up my frames, these are Cartier. I ain't too drunk to speak, I ain't too blind to see that every 7 years, look what they did to me. 1966, financial crisis. 73, it was an oil shock. 1980, a hard recession. In 1987, they ain't learned their lesson. 1994, did you second guess it? A bomb market crash while you Clinton rapping. 2001, that was 9/11. In 2008, Obama recession. 2015, mega crash alert. 2022, cradle ISO 22. The prices might reduce, better calculate your moves. They don't wanna have a truce, they just wanna see you lose. My country owe a couple $1 trillion. Why you think we got all this money problems? I'm running up my digital cash, cause we can't afford another market crash. Me the time. We the real Jews, better keep in mind. Who that is, they on evil time. Soon you gon' see who deserve to shine with an eagle eye. It's me the time. We the real Jews, better keep in mind. Who that is, they on evil time. Soon you gon' see who deserve to shine with an eagle eye.
It's Shmita, can't believe ya. I'ma tell you one time, Justin Bieber. Tip of the financial scale like a Libra. Digital cash, my wallet looking greener. The greatest transfer of wealth. Gotta keep it low key, gotta keep it stealth. Marcus on the red, seeing everything melt. Play your cards right and accept what you dial. African New Year at the same time though. We the real Jews, let me ain't lie though. In the recession, why did they lie though? Everything's gonna be okay, have high hopes. There's a difference between you and me. Shmita time 70-year platinum jubilee. Read between the lines and the truth you will see. It's inevitable. Rest in peace to the queen. Now I'm talking about the banknotes. I don't really care, y'all. I'm an asshole. Let the money swim to me like a tap hole. I'm getting high like the prices of gas though. The last big event was 17 years ago. This is a once in a lifetime event for me. Can't miss out on this opportunity. And I give no fucks, truthfully. Right place at the right time, that's where you should be. But you're asleep, can't wake up a flock of sheep. Truth is in plain sight, it ain't that deep. Got my eyes in the keyhole, watch me peep. Following the money trail, I look like a creep. Dirty money on the floor, watch me sweep. Keep my money in my pants like my breeze. My money talks so it don't keep it brief. Shmita or Shmita, golden standard like Midas. My eye is on the prize. Financial crisis is almost on the rise, and that's how I'm moving on the real though. Can you tell me what's real though? Hold my money in escrow, I'm feeling like Drake. I got money to blow. XRP, watch the liquidity flow. Cause
It's me the time. We the real Jews, better keep in mind. Who that is, they on evil time. Soon you gon' see who deserve to shine. Gotta stay conscious. Me the time. Gas, organic ganja. Wake and bake, to go kamikaze.
Triangular trap tsunami.
What's up? It's the Wake and Bake. Too Cold and Gorilla Jake. Let me and Kamikaze bringing the vibes. So pull up, cause we live.
An OG, smoking OG. I crush it down, break it up, roll it and smoke it slowly. The organic grown trees, a puff of that good weed could put you on a vibe that can make for good stories. Go ahead and proceed to pass the joint and don't forget to play some music. It will stimulate the mind once you get into it. We can talk about it if you're into it. That's how me, let me and Too Cold get into it. We all about the music, we all about the movement, creating a new movement. All about the vibes and there's nothing to it. Legendary status is where we at. Music is therapy, so just relax. Triple dose of the music facts. No side effects, you know where it's at.
Little farmer, a big farmer. Play on words, gotta stay conscious. Gas, or organic ganja. Wake and bake, to go kamikaze. Little farmer, a big farmer. Play on words, gotta stay conscious. Gas, or organic ganja. Wake and bake, to go kamikaze. We the ball like Pearl Harbor, Coach Carter. Crypto Jace, X-rated, we grind harder. Then the clips, Lil Wayne and Dre. XRP, a reject, they can't relate. Family matters, they used to call me Steve Urkel with my suspenders on. In my buck tee, sober new to shout it, I was buck weed. Blood type diet, guess I'm a little farmer. Big farmer, still killing off the masses. Wake and bake, every episode a classic. I prefer real body over a plastic. Sonar Muse, we been triangular trapping. Lil farmer, a big farmer. Play on words, gotta stay conscious. Gas, or organic ganja. Wake and bake, to go kamikaze. Lil farmer, a big farmer. Play on words, gotta stay conscious. Gas, or organic ganja. Wake and bake, to go kamikaze.
Yes, y'all. What's good, y'all? It's the Wake and Bake, number 54. You already know. Shout out to the live stream, YouTube. Shout out to the Twitter Spaces. We here, man. We talking about social media verification today. It's all love. It's Lemmy in the building. Everything is good. Everything is lovely on my end. We blessed. We here another week. We playing the blockchain music. We pushing the narrative. We pushing it forward. We bringing you the real vibes. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Kamikaze. Shout out Cyber. Yeah, the room is not as filled as it would be, but we in here like it's 1,000 people or it's 2 people. It don't even matter, cause I don't really do good with people anyway. Screw people. nah. But let me stop playing. Kamikaze, what they do?
Hey, what's good, my G? Yeah, man. Today we talking about social media verification. I hope everyone's good. What's up, Cyber? We can get started and speak on social media verification and if it is a good bet to start paying for these verification badges as an artist, or if it's better to just wait to get the natural or gain that verification, the natural way. So, as we know right now that social media, most of these platforms like Instagram and Facebook, most of the meta platforms, as well as Twitter, which was one of the first to start this whole thing, allows you to buy or purchase these, or subscribe rather, to these verifications or get a verified badge. So we just gonna be discussing this and see if it's worth it. Like Twitter has a verification subscription for Twitter Blue. You can pay, I think is it $8 a month for that?
Yeah, I think so.
You pay $8 for that, and you basically get a few perks from it. And the same goes with the meta platforms. So meta such as Instagram and Facebook, you pay, I think it's $11 a month or $12 a month to get verified, and then it also has its perks. So as an artist, do you think it would be worth it to get that kind of thing, or is it better to wait? So we'll just be discussing that and going through what the different platforms provide with these verifications or paying for these subscriptions.
What you think? You think we should get into our opinion, or should I give an overview on the research that you brought forward?
Let's give a brief description of what's going on, and then we can give our takes on it.
All right, for sure. So Kamikaze sent through some research. We're gonna do our research like just same way we do it in crypto. We gonna do our research for everything that we got moving forward. You feel it?
Yeah. So should I go with I think I'll go with Twitter Blue. I'll be explaining like Twitter Blue. You can kind of explain the meta or the meta and Instagram one, or maybe you can explain Twitter Blue and then I explain meta. I'll explain the meta.
It's up to you. Side. Yeah, you can go ahead and do the Twitter Blue. It's fine.
All right, bet.
Yeah.
Okay, so with Twitter Blue, so what happens is Twitter Blue allows more people to get verified. So it can be a business, it can be an individual. So what happens is you can get authenticated, kind of. You just get a check mark. It means that you're not basically impersonating or manipulating or spamming anyone, and you're not violating any copyright or trademark laws. So only Twitter can verify accounts and add the blue checkmark badge to profiles. So third parties can't do it, and you certainly can't add it yourself. And this will get you suspended if you do try that. If you try to get it yourself. So things that you need to know about this verification with Twitter Blue. So a verification doesn't mean any endorsement. The blue badge only means your account was deemed credible by Twitter. The official verification badge will always show in the same place. Verified accounts will always have the check mark next to their username, both in their profile and any tweet they post. It also shows next to the username in the search results. The official Twitter verified symbol always looks the same. The badges are always the same shape and color. Having a big following on Twitter is not enough of a reason to get verified. So, having a Twitter verified account, okay, there are a few reasons why going through Twitter's verification process is worth your time. Verified status builds credibility right away. Users know your account isn't run by bots or any impersonators. It shows your account provides authentic value. The blue verified badge signals you aren't spamming, manipulating, or misleading followers. It also shows your account is of interest to the public, and this might lead to an increase in followers. So, as of May 2021, anyone can now get verified, but not everyone will be approved. So, companies, brands, an organization, entertainment, digital content creators, news organizations and journalists, sports and esports, governments and political figures, activists, organizers and individuals could get Twitter Blue. I think there was a minimum follower requirement, but with Twitter Blue, I think you just have to pay, and now you get the badge. So there are some features that come with it, which is the bookmark folders. You can it's a way for you to organize the bookmark tweets and putting them in folders. Reader, which is an enhanced experience for reading tweets and threads. And then there's top articles, a view that prioritizes popular tweets and articles from accounts you follow. And then and the undo option, which is something that people have been asking. And with Twitter Blue, you'll also have early access to Twitter Blue Labs features, which are features that Twitter's working on but aren't official yet. And then it includes like editing, so you can edit tweets, and the ability to upload videos in 1080 pixels, and the ability to upload videos up to 10 minutes in length and even longer, because I've been seeing people now upload videos long. And then also the one thing for Web3 is to add NFTs to your profile as a profile picture. So one thing to note, however, is that while Twitter Blue subscription does entitle you to the above features, there are caveats. The first one is that while you do have access to these extra features, not all of them are available on every platform. So, for example, the bookmark folders and features is available on all platforms: Android, iOS, and web. The custom app icons are only available on the mobile devices and not web. And then the custom color themes option is only available for iOS. So the other thing is Twitter Blue Labs is only accessible and available and can change over time. So it means that they can lose their exclusivity as there are releases, as they are released to all Twitter users, or they can be taken away outright. And like non-Blue Labs Twitter Blue features, their availability on certain platforms vary. So yeah, there's quite a lot that quite a few things that Twitter Blue provides. But that's mainly what you do get if you get the blue check. So let me just explain what happens with Meta and what they provide on their side, which is Meta is basically Instagram and Facebook is the parent company, is a new parent company basically of Facebook. They changed their name to Meta, which holds the Facebook app, the Facebook platform, and Instagram, and whatever other platforms were bought or built by Mark Zuckerberg and their team.
Okay, cool. You want me to go ahead and read? I thought we should just go ahead and talk because this is a lot of information. I think we should just talk about the Twitter one first and then go into the next one because.
Yeah, for sure. I think that's way better. So with Twitter, I honestly think I don't think it would be worth it to get. Okay, as an artist, okay, there may be some perks because now you might be in the forefront when people see your account and you pushing your music. They can see, okay, this guy has a blue check, so he's legit with his work and he's taking it seriously. That's one of the pros of getting the Twitter blue. So people will now be seeing you as a notable person and might take your account seriously now that they see that, okay, you have this blue check. Yeah, and then you have all these perks. Maybe you want to have longer tweets, and now you can have these longer tweets and not have a thread instead. So you can just make your tweets longer and maybe promote your song and explain what's going on in your music really well, and without having to cut it and make a new tweet and people having to scroll and click on the next tweet. So it has its pros with that, as well as the longer video. So now you can probably put your short film or maybe your music video on Twitter without having to crop the videos, and you can put it higher quality now. So those are some of the perks that may come with it. I don't know about so with the Twitter, I don't know if the algorithm differs when you now have this blue check. If you might just be your tweets might be shown to your followers as often, and you might get more of your audience to see your tweets. I don't know if that's one of the perks with Twitter Blue, but I think honestly some of the drawbacks is it's not ad free. So you could see maybe 50% or fewer ads, but it doesn't seem to be something that it does provide for you. So if you are interested as an artist, maybe you want to try it out. There's no free trial too, so it is an issue. And then also there's another thing that Twitter Blue may not be available in all countries. It all depends now. So with that, as an artist, it could be a risk for you because you may not get everything you think you might get as a verified account, So I think maybe to some extent, I think it would be better to try and wait and get it the natural way if you really are eager to, get that notable check on your side to say, okay, you got it the right way instead of paying. But maybe, I don't know, maybe if you do have Twitter Blue and at some point you do get noticed and you do become more of a public figure, maybe they might just verify you and you don't need to pay for it. But it does seem like there's not too many perks for having the subscription as yet. Only perk is maybe just editing or undoing a tweet. And that's the only thing I find to be a perk, as well as maybe the longer videos. So yeah, that's my take. I think honestly it would be best to kind of wait to gain it naturally. As an artist, everything takes time, so
the game is watered down. Motherfuckers is buying blue checks. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about, and we saying is it worth it? Do you think it's worth it? Thing is, now with Twitter Blue, they could remove it because you probably buying it on the low. Because back then you could buy these blue checks on the low, and I think Twitter employees used to provide people with these blue checks, and you could just pay $100 to get that blue check back in the day. I used to get people in my DMs telling me, hey man, yo, I can hook you up on the low. And I think, I wish I actually went for it and got that blue check before Twitter Blue came and before Elon Musk came through and changed everything. But you know, I wanted the natural way to say, hey, yeah, this is me. This is what I did. I actually worked my ass off to get noticed as a public figure rather than, you know, having to pay for it. You know?
Yeah, for sure. So I'm gonna tell you what I got from it, and I'm gonna give you my take on it too. So I'm just like you. A lot of the things that you said, the only pro that I see from it, for I'm looking at it from the audience perspective. The audience looking at the quote unquote person. It shows that you're a real person, because, you know, we've been dealing with a lot of bots, and, you know, if Twitter's able to verify you as being a real individual, I think that helps. So to interact from an interaction point of view, you know what I'm saying? It helps the you know, the person that the audience that's watching the actual person. For artists, you know, I don't really see, like for musicians, I don't really see any perks from it. It just sounds like you paying for an upgrade. You know what I'm saying? You just paying for the little perks that they have, and I don't really think it's worth it. And then it's the cons of it is saying the followers, your amount of followers won't get you a verification. And, you know, back in the day, I used to think that that's what it took. You know, when you on Instagram and you see them checks on people, I know we're not talking about IG yet, but, you know, even if you're on IG or Twitter, you see somebody getting a certain amount of followers. Like the famous people, they always had their blue check. You know what I'm saying? But it was kind of obvious that they were famous, and this is why they had it. Now everybody having a blue check. That shit, like X-Rated said, the game is watered down. The shit just, it takes away from the it takes the prestige away from the shit. It's like everybody got a blue check. Like, why the fuck why would I want one? It's like I wouldn't even be looking for a blue. Like, if I see you with a blue check, it wouldn't really mean nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wouldn't move me like it would in the past. And then, like you said, the no ad free experience. Like, if I'm paying for a blue check, that shit should be like YouTube TV. I don't want to see no ads. I don't want to see none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? I need to be smooth sailing. I need to be like a goddamn FKM pirate sailing. And no free trial. No free trial. I'm trying to figure out that's a con of mine, but I'm still trying to figure out what that means. And it just sounds like another con. It just sounds like Twitter's making upgrades and you got to pay for it. So, you know, like Kamikaze was saying, but the natural way, get it the natural way. But what will be the natural way? I would think that the natural way is, like, I guess Twitter, like somebody from Twitter or Elon Musk or somebody high up in Twitter coming and hollering at you like, all right, I'm about to crown you. You gonna get a blue check, goddamn. Come fuck with us. That's what I would see. What's up, X-Rated? Hey, speak up, cause you kind of rugged. I heard you say Illuminati, but I ain't hear nothing you said.
Same. Hey man, yeah, your speaker's kind of muffled. We can hear you. Not rugging, but like it's kind of soft. But yeah, Lemmy, the other perk is, of course, the NFT side. So maybe if you're an artist in Web3 and you have a new project, you can put that NFT cover art as your profile picture, you know. So that's one of the perks of Twitter Blue. But like you said, yeah, man, like I would want to have an ad-free, you know, experience if I'm paying for a subscription, you know. Why do I need to see ads still if I'm paying $8 a month to get a blue check and have these perks? It's basically like me being an average user and not having the blue check. You know, as an artist, I would like the experience, but yeah, like you said, the natural way does provide you with I think Twitter there's an account, I think Twitter Verify or something like that actually messages you and then you have to provide some proof to show that you are the said person. Because they do check like, hey, if this account is getting a whole lot of traction and a whole lot of attention because of what they see on the news, or how many news outlets or magazines have posted you, and the Google searches and all of that. So that's really how they start to verify you. But yeah, it does take time. Just like being famous, like, or being at the top as an artist, you have to work for it. So like getting these verifications with ease it doesn't really pay off over time, because you just getting maybe a few perks. It's just like I said earlier. So it's kind of iffy with Twitter. It's not really a good bargain for me. I don't think I would want to get it as yet, until I see there's more perks that might come in the long run.
How I sound now? I'm back?
Yeah, you back.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah. I gassed that earpiece off. I feel like all of it. I feel like eventually Twitter will be moving value, kind of like how we got the tip bot. We'll be moving value on Twitter, so they want to KYC everybody before they really pop that shit off and take our data and know who the fuck we are. Blah 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 blah.
So speaking of the NFT shit, I ain't really been on Twitter like that, but I see this goddamn Dogecoin logo taking over. So they obviously finna get in these crypto. They're in these crypto streets. They pushing the envelope of Dogecoin to the masses. So with the NFT, I'm assuming that you gotta go through the Ethereum blockchain to get your NFT logo. Cause I know, like, if certain people come in this chat, it'll look like a pentagon or some shit, or I think it's a hexagon or some shit. Like, if you got the NFT profile, you can come in here with that shit. So, I'm just waiting on them to start fucking with XRP. Like, I know that it's a perk. It's a perk, and it's an important perk, but I still wouldn't fuck with it. I wouldn't even get the Ethereum NFT. I'll just wait. But
yeah, man.
Oh, go ahead.
It's crazy. I was shocked when I was like on my computer browsing Twitter, and I see the Dogecoin. I was like, oh man, is this an April Fool's thing? But he kept it going for more than like April Fool's. So it's like, yo, is this really the new is this the new Twitter?
That shit is still there. That shit is still there, bro.
Yeah, it is. Like, that's what I'm saying. It was more than just an April Fool's joke. It could be the actual Twitter badge now. Like, it could be the actual Twitter logo now. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. But Elon is really trolling with this whole Dogecoin thing. I don't know if he really believes Doge is the one, but he's really the king of trolling, though.
He a troll, Kamikaze. He a troll. This is the introduction. You want to talk about watered down? How many motherfuckers done came up to you and said, "Damn, Lemmy, you right. Damn, Cyber, you right. Damn, Kamikaze, you right." Like, the world might be over. Like, it might really be digital now. Like, the camera down. Motherfuckers come pay attention to Dogecoin while motherfuckers back signing up with Ripple and XRP, that type of shit. They got the masses confused and not knowing what the fuck is going on right now.
Right, and it's a diversion. It's a motherfucking diversion. Like a motherfucker see a dog. Like, say nobody don't know shit about crypto. They just see this dog on there. It's like it's creating a conversation that don't need to be. It's a fucking conversation that don't need to be had. You know what I'm saying? Like, why the fuck are we talking about a cryptocurrency with no use case when and Bitcoin and Ethereum when we could be easily talking about ISO 222? You know what I'm saying? And this whole spring equinox in March, how that shit got rolled out. But it's like Dogecoin, a joke coin, memes. Let's throw these memes out here, man. The tsunami of distractions is definitely real. So Yeah, he's trolling, bro.
I just gotta push it like a disclaimer to you guys, or just let you know a note about ISO 20022. So ISO 20022 is just a standard, right? And you gotta know that the coins aren't ISO 20022 compliant. The coins can't be ISO 20022 compliant. The companies that create the coins or that are using the coins, or the companies like Ripple or Stellar Development Fund, they can be ISO 20022 compliant because they will be using the standard for it's basically a messaging standard. So coins can't be ISO 20022 compliant. So with XRP, I don't think it allows for because ISO 20022 that you're basically sending a message using an XML format, and the XRPL doesn't support that as yet. So you can't really speak on ISO as yet like that. Maybe if you're speaking on ISO 20022, maybe speak about the companies more than the cryptos. It's more about the companies. So yes, Stellar is ISO 20022 compliant. Ripple is ISO 20022 compliant. I don't know if Quant is as yet, but I think they do have like a certification or something, but they're not compliant yet. I think there was a list that has the companies that are ISO 20022 compliant. But yeah, I just wanted to make that note that it's more about that. It's more of the companies and the tokens. So yeah, when you were saying Doge, I don't know, like Doge may have utility though. It may be a meme coin, but it probably does have some utility in the sense that the value is more for, people that Elon has gotten on the bandwagon. They're going to create utility. Maybe Twitter might just use Dogecoin. We don't know. But it could be something that may be used on the XRPL. They might use the XRPL Doge if they ever create like the trust line for it, like how they have USDC and all the other tokens. Like Bitcoin, they have an IOU token, so it could possibly be there. And yeah, he's probably, like you said, I think they could be. It should be a conversation that should be talked about, and that was a good way to actually start this conversation. Like, hey, what's this dog? Why is there a dog as a Twitter logo? Why do we need to see this dog? And then people search, oh, it's Dogecoin. And now they're checking cryptocurrency. And I think it's low-key a sign or a signal to us who know about crypto that the time is here now. We're really close to this thing happening, It's really the time, so we at that moment right now that something may happen. So it's probably now they're trying to get the masses to get introduced to what's to come with crypto. So this Dogecoin logo being the Twitter logo for now is a good way of marketing crypto in a way, and Elon has been pushing it low key. But the funny thing is he doesn't allow for people to buy Teslas with Doge, which is weird. Like, he supports Doge, but you can't really buy his products with it.
The reason why is because its transaction speed is hella slow. It's a fork of Bitcoin, so like I can't. The only good thing about Doge is that it's paired up with Flare, and that was why I was going to consider to buy it. It's going to be an F asset. So Flare got the F assets, which is Bitcoin, Dogecoin, I think XRP and Ethereum. It's going to create that bridge, but Dogecoin's principles are trash. Yes, the people will create value. The people will create value. They've done that. They've showed that, like, I think 2 years ago when the shit hit 40 cents and you had the Doge millionaires. They created the value, but its use case is not good. It's always going to be a fork of Bitcoin. Now, when you look at coins like XR Doge and XR Sheep, those joints with the principles that XRP have now I start to get bullish. But you said something. Okay, the ISO 222, the standard with the companies. What I would say to that is the companies. Do you think that the companies will just ever leave this coin? I think it's me personally. I think it's gonna be a lifetime thing. If Stellar came in with XLM, why would they leave them unless they just sell them for billions and trillions and gazillions of dollars? Like, I don't see. Do you see Ripple just leaving XRP? I know that XRP is the coin, Ripple's company.
No. I don't think they're gonna leave the coins. Not at all. It doesn't mean that. It's just that they are compliant in the messaging standard. Like, you know what's coming? FedNow is coming, right? Mm-hmm. FedNow is going to be the Cash App of, and you know why I'm saying Cash App.
Yeah.
Of the new financial system, right?
Yeah. So
FedNow is going to use the ISO 20022 standard to message, as a messaging system to allow for transactions to go through. So when you do a transaction, it's going to send a message to that business saying X person has paid this to buy this product. So it's like a notification to that company to do a certain thing when this transaction goes through. That's what the ISO 20022 standard really means. It's just to message and notify certain accounts about certain transactions, or every day. It's to basically send messages for everyday transactions. So Ripple, Stellar, maybe Quant, it could be Solana, Cardano.
It's XRP, XLM, Algorand, IOTA, XDC.
Companies, not tokens. Companies.
Oh, companies. Okay.
So companies. Yeah. So say the company names. Yeah, Stellar, Ripple. What else?
Algorand is a foundation.
Yeah. So yeah, Algorand Foundation. Yeah. Yes.
I think that IOTA is the name of it too, and XDC. I think that's the name of the foundations.
Yeah, Zinfin Foundation.
Yeah, Zinfin. Okay, and
yeah. So
Quant.
Yeah. Those foundations and those companies, yeah, they are compliant, so they will be using those standards, because maybe there's something above, like it could be above the blockchain that's the network that they use the standard. It may not be used within the blockchain network itself, but it may be used above it whilst they use that blockchain. So that message may be sent whilst maybe on top of the transaction being sent, for example, on the Stellar network. Like maybe you're sending XLM and then there's something above it, because there's going to be something different. Like let's say, for example, the CBDCs come in. They're going to put something above it. They're going to create a new chain or something like that where they implement this new messaging system with the use of this token. So Stellar is going to be using it in some way, or the banks are going to be using it in a certain way. That's how I kind of see it working.
So what's
It's not really about the coins itself. It's more about the company and using the technology to send messages.
What's the message like? What does the message look like? Like, what message are they sending?
It all depends on what they want to send as a message. Like maybe it could be a message say, and it's not like a memo or something like that. It kind of may be like in the memo format, but they'll have their own. That's why it's a standard. There's a certain way it needs to be structured, and I do advocate for people to read on what ISO 20022 is, because I may not be accurate with it, but there is a certain standard on how the message is structured when it's sent. You may not be able to read it on the blockchain, but it may be able to be read in a certain way, because it shouldn't be easily readable to the public. It should be only readable to the two parties who are sending and receiving this message, or whatever's being conveyed. Because on the other side, you got to realize that blockchain and all these tokens aren't only used to be transferring monetary value. It's also to send information between each other. That's what it could be used for too. So that's something we need to also consider. It's not only monetary value that is going to be transferred, it's also information. Just like maybe it could have a social network, like maybe a Twitter could be using this kind of thing to maybe Dogecoin. You may be having to pay a certain amount of Dogecoin to tweet now. So it could be something like that. But of course with ISO, it's a whole different wave, where like the message is not public. It's more private between two parties.
Okay.
Or multiple parties. So yeah.
Y'all heard of ISO 9001? That's what VeChain is. The VeChain Foundation or whatever the company. I think that's supposed to be like logistics, like a whole standard logistics. 9001 ISO, let's go.
That's hard.
So there's different standards, because most coins, most tokens, or most companies, let me not say tokens, most companies are going to be using their tokens for different standards or for different use cases, and that's the whole point. So yeah, VeChain is used for logistics and like clothing as well, because they partner with Louis Vuitton, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, the person who runs it, the CTO or some shit like that. He's like the guy from China. He's the CTO of Louis Vuitton.
Exactly. Yeah. So like they have their own reasons for why they built their token. So it's the value of how they transferring this value or creating value with it. So it's more about that. So the standards are different. Most coins have different standards, and that's why the companies are more compliant with the ISO standards, not the token.
Okay, cool. I appreciate that information. The only way that the reason why I speak on the coins associated with the companies, because I didn't really know that. I'm not gonna sit here and say I knew that. The only reason is that I speak on the coins associated with the companies, because that's the only way that I can invest right now. Unless those companies are like got stocks in them and I can invest in those companies as well. My way of just expressing myself through the music is that I just speak on the coin. That's my way of investing in that company. But I'm gonna take a deeper look at what you're talking about, because I feel what you're saying, and it makes sense. It makes sense. I have been seeing that it's a messaging standard, so we do appreciate that information for sure.
Yeah, word. Okay, we have Roots here. I would want to ask him, since we're speaking about this social media verification. Roots, if you can come up, we do have a question about like what. How Twitter Blue is, and how do you feel about it? What's really different to having just a regular Twitter account? How is it for you? If you can speak, if you can't, just put the thumbs down. If you can't speak, just put the thumbs down. But if you can speak, just request and let me bring you up.
Shout out to Rootsy, by the way. He might be inactive as of right now, but we can catch him on the back end though if he can't talk right now.
For sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Which one we want to get on next?
I'm thinking maybe we can kind of play part of the playlist and then come back and then speak on the Instagram side of things.
All right, for sure. We'll get into the first two tracks of the playlist.
Yeah, for sure.
Me and Kamikaze, we cooked up a EDM playlist for you guys this week. We Sonar Muse got that versatility. We got all type of genres on there that we rocking with. You know, shout out to Cyber. Cyber's a EDM artist on the platform. He made the playlist today. Shout out to the other artists, Hyperfocus, K Monster, Beasatree, and Annie Delgado. You already know. We gonna get into these songs. You know, it's the Wake and Bake vibes, man. You know how we rocking, man. It's shout. Oh, for sure. Shout out to everybody on YouTube, everybody on the Twitter. Kamikaze, what's up, man?
Yeah. So we just created this dance playlist, electronic music. So we wanted to show love to artists who do provide this kind of music, because you know that it does create an up-tempo vibe for people, and you get in the mood. So we wanted to bring this whole different mood to it. Shout out to everybody who's in that genre, and we appreciate you guys, because it could be a new wave, and it did have its time for sure, but it could make a comeback for sure with what AI is bringing too. So there's a whole lot of different things. So we got this playlist, a quick top 5, and this is the top 5.
For sure. I think that EDM is always gonna be there. You hear it in movies, you hear it in the club. Like it's just like what would I call it? It's like a buffer. It's like a buffer between your music with vocals in it, because you don't really have a lot of vocals in EDM. It just like it's like a whole instrumental. It's like a soundtrack. It's like a soundtrack to life. You know what I'm saying? Like it embodies it embodies a lot of elements of a whole bunch of music and just life and sounds and shit. So that's, you know, I have no choice but to move to EDM at times, because it just hits you. But we gonna get into this first track by Hyperfocus. It's called Oceans. The reason that I ended up choosing it, I just like the name of it. I got a song called Oceans, and I like the name of it. And when we're done listening to it, I can explain even more why I fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Hyperfocus. He's really doing his thing. I was playing some of his tracks before the show, and I was actually hearing it with the speakers, and I was blown away. Like he's really impressive. So shout out to him for sure. We're gonna get into that Oceans real quick. Y'all go ahead and enjoy yourself, man.
You call me out upon the waters, the great unknown, where feet may fail. And there I find you in the mystery, in oceans deep. My faith will stand. And I will call upon your name, and keep my eyes above the waves. When oceans rise, my soul will rest in your embrace. For I am yours, you are mine. Your grace abounds in deepest waters. Your sovereign hand will be my guide. My feet may fail and fear surrounds me. You've never failed, and you won't stop now. So I will call upon your name and keep my eyes above the waves. When oceans rise, my soul will rest in your embrace. For I am yours, and you are mine.
Yeah, that was that Oceans, Where Feet May Fail by Hyperfocus, the Soul Trance remix. This is fire, man. Hold up, something else playing. Let me press pause. Not yet. Shout out to Cyber though. But yeah, this song was fire. I'm gonna tell y'all why I chose it. As of course you can hear that sample in the beginning. I'm just like, whoa, like once I heard that, I was like, yeah, this is gonna come on my list because it's just, I don't know where the sample came from, but it was fire. And I'm even seeing that the song is a gospel song, so it's just like, I'm like, damn, like this is one of the hardest gospel songs I done heard in years. If he gonna do it like that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it got the lingo. It said where my feet may fail. So shout out to Hyperfocus. I don't know what kind of mode he was in when he made this, but he was really focused. I might, you know, he even got the, you know, the beat just playing. Anybody could rap on that too if they want. You know what I'm saying? Like that's some you know, that's some different vibes for a rapper to get on. And then, you know, I got the Mortal Kombat vibes from it when I was hearing the beat. I got the Mortal Kombat fight scene vibes. So I'm gonna liken that to, like, since it's a Christian gospel track, I'm gonna liken it to him. Maybe he was fighting off evil forces like the devil. I don't know, you know, but that's what I was getting from it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you know, it's hard. It's got the movie vibe. It's everything. I feel like I'm in Europe or Japan or something like that. Like, I don't feel like I'm in America when I'm listening to that one. So, you know, shout out to Hyperfocus. Anybody else want to speak on it?
Yeah, that's shit to me.
Wait, what did he say?
It sounds like some Kanye shit, some Kanye vibes.
Some stronger vibes.
It does have that, you know, some was it Donda or Jesus is King kind of vibes, you know.
Yeah.
To it, so yeah, it is really one of those songs. It kind of lifts your spirit up in a way. And yeah, shout out to Hyperfocus for that one. It's really some dope vibes.
For sure, for sure. So yeah, we're gonna get into the next one. This one's from our guy Cyber, man. Shout out to Cyber. He's always been a firm supporter of what we've got going on here at the Wake and Bake. He's even here right now, man. So it's definitely an honor to get his joint rocking. Kamikaze chose this one. This is the Nightshades track from Cyber. So I'm definitely looking forward to vibing out to this one and giving my input. You already know this is fam business right here. This is the Wake and Bake. Shout out to the YouTube supporters. Shout out to everybody in here from near and far, far and wide. You already know. This one's called Nightshades. Let's get it.
Triangular Trap Tsunami.
Shout out to Cyber. That was Nightshades by our guy Cyberman. That was hot. That was hot. Kamikaze chose that one, so I'm gonna allow him to express why he chose that one. That once again, that was Nightshades by Cyber for sure.
Yeah, Nightshades, man. Like, I like the neon vibes of the cover. Like, it really suits the song. Like, when I first heard it, I was like, damn, this is some arbitrary kind of vibe. It gave me this vibe. And then I started hearing it even more because I'm really a fan of cyberpunk music. So cyberpunk is like a different genre of dance music, and I really vibed with it. So as soon as I saw that Cyber had like some cyberpunk vibes, I was like, damn, I'm vibing with it. And then like the cover art also gave this cyberpunk vibe. So like when I heard the track, I was like, damn, the way it starts is like completely different to how it actually gets in when you get into it. It's like, what? It's a crazy way of starting the track, and then you get into it and you get into the vibe, and it's like, what? Is this some fire? So that was the reason why I chose it. I chose it because it was like a whole different vibe. You just it's everywhere, and like once you get into the crux of the song, it's like, yeah, you're in that vibe. It's like it gives me that vibe of the Matrix too. Like you're in the Matrix, you getting in that vibe, and I guess it's like when Neo was flying and all of that. So yeah, that's why I chose the track. It's like it gives me that vibe, and I'm a fan of cyberpunk. So I would like to hear more of Cyber's music because yeah, man, it's really a vibe. It's really a vibe. So shout out to Cyber for that one.
For sure. Cyber's in the house right now. Cyber, you want to explain the motivation? You want to break down that track to us? Like what was inspiration with that one?
Oh yeah, sorry, I'm in my car. But yeah, for Nightshades, yeah, you got it there. I was going for a complete cyberpunk sounding feel with the crescendo of the heavy rock guitars at the end there. Yeah, for this song, I know it sounds a little rough. Like cell phone out of cell phone, but if you listen to it with headphones or especially in your car stereo, you'll hear the hard panning. There's a lot of like sounds to the left and then sounds to the right, and then they rotate and then they flutter. It almost like it gives it a whole different feel that I don't hear a lot in music. I don't hear a lot of hard panning, right? But it adds a real effect to it that I really love, and I appreciate y'all's input, liking it.
For sure. So when I first heard it, this sounded like a Kanye West beat to me. Like I was getting the Yeezus. I felt like I heard a song. I was hearing a song off Yeezus called Guilt Trip. It got that same noise when I first hear Guilt Trip. And I was just starting to sing that song in my head. I was like, alright, this shit is hard. I can rap to it. I obviously feel like I can rap to it now if I'm hearing Kanye West vibes and I'm hearing like vocals can be done to it. It even had me thinking like, alright, should I start to tap into this genre, like put my vocals on it? Cause I used to listen to like the Skrillex and all of that stuff like when I was in college, and I was even writing to some of those beats, you know what I'm saying? Because some of them got that compatibility where you can get on there and do your thing. So I was like, man, I might have to listen to this Yeezus album a little later because that's what I'm starting to hear. And I started to hear the instruments at the end with the guitar. So I really like the end with the guitar where you was concluding. I thought it was gonna get into some more, but it's definitely dope. I was enjoying it, man. I was just kind of formulating different flows and things.
Oh yeah, this song. It was more like an introduction to what's Cyber about, right? So yeah, you guys are definitely gonna hear more stuff from me. I'm gonna publish more stuff on Sonar Muse. And what else? There's one other thing I was gonna bring up. Oh yeah, like like y'all song Shemitah Time. Oh my God, yes, I love that. So yeah, you should definitely tap in more to that sound because you guys definitely do well with it too.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. I'm definitely considering it. Just keep dropping music, bro. You never know. You might fuck around here a whole album with me rapping on your beat.
Hell yeah, I'm down. Chop it up.
For sure.
Yeah, man. Let me, bro. Like, you just brought something to my attention. For sure, it does have that Jesus vibe, especially the beginning. It kind of gave me like on site as well, the on site vibes. Like, that intro vibe. So yeah, man. Like, Cyber's on a whole different level with the cyberpunk vibes, man. Like, shout out to you for real. And yeah, we definitely need to tap in. It's definitely like I said, it's definitely gonna be the wave in some way. Hopefully, like, more rappers tune into the dance vibes, because yeah, we don't really get much. We did have like a low-key wave at some point where some rappers were kind of doing it, but it didn't really catch on heavy. But I do see it coming. At some point. Yeah, if we keep going and we keep doing this.
For sure.
Yeah, I see it coming too, because I've been hearing a lot of people say, like, people are going to be gravitating more towards dance songs and uplifting songs because everybody's, down low right now, and they're going to keep feeling depressed, and things are getting worse, and people are going to want to gravitate away from the ugly stuff, the sad stuff, the violent stuff, and go more towards the good feeling stuff.
Big facts. And we our topic today is on social media, and shout out to a social media that I always looked at as low vibrational, but this shit is like actually opening me up to some real shit, in life, and it's alluding to what you're saying, Cyber. So that was a great segue for me to shout out TikTok, because TikTok is the hardest. It's by far the hardest social media platform I'm seeing right now. I'm learning a lot of shit, and it's allowing me to even accept the music that you're bringing to the forefront, and this EDM even more. Is like my chakras is opening up to, like, with the I feel like everything is connected. So with the information that I'm getting, this powerful information that I'm getting, in return I got to get some powerful music, and I love the trap. Don't get me wrong. I love the 808s, but we need a balance in life, and the balance is coming. It's coming full circle. So it's a beautiful thing. And we tapping in on the topic of social media, and we were talking about the blue checks earlier. So shout out to our side, shout out to Adam, shout out to Rootsy. Rootsy's on spring break with the kids, so he playing video games, doing his fatherly duties. Shout out to all our fathers out there. So we'll catch him next week. But we did a rundown on the pros and cons of having that blue check, and we came to a consensus that it's kind of overrated, but they are trying to implement the crypto with the NFT, with your NFT logo and all of that. Our side, what it do? Our side said hell no, I gotta say something. What's up, our side? What up?
What's going on, guys?
Ain't
nothing. Man, that blue check mark does wonders, indirect wonders, man. And the reason I say that, looking at it from an independent standpoint, it's bullshit having to cough up $11 a month, right? $11 was $11. Like, I got a budget for that shit, man. Like, I don't care if it's a little bit for some people, but I got a budget for those $11. Like, I gotta make sure I can squeeze those in. But I do have it for my collective Lost Art, right? And the reason I have it, even though it is consistent upfront cost with not really any benefit, to the naked eye, but I do feel that it helps create and solidify your brand, and whatever market you are trying to reach, you're able to build that trust from the beginning. You're able to build and gain that respect from the beginning, and the trust of the the community, the members that I feel of your I guess customers is very important. And not only that, right? Because if you're trying to actually build something, taking that one extra step does show users that you're taking that extra mile. But it also creates that layer of protection for your customers, because now there's that layer of protection of, say, if you are, if you do turn out to be something and you do get the amount of followers that that you work and grind so hard for and you put in the time for, then you create that layer of protection, because now if somebody wants to quote unquote duplicate what you're doing as far as like scamming people and create a profile, well, now they have to get the blue check mark. And not only that, and that's just looking at it from a customer, your direct customers, your main fan base, your main users, your clientele. Now when you look at it from a branding and business perspective, it's a lot easier for another business to come and sort of go to you as an artist, go to you as an organization or collective, because they see that you're actually putting in the work, you're putting the extra effort, the extra detail to sort of make yourself stand out and seem professional and seem, like you're actually trying to build a business that you see, that what it's about. And at the end of the day, it's marketing, right? It's you're paying $11 to market for marketing. It's consistent marketing that you're paying for. And it's that, and that marketing is that trust that you build not only with your clients, but with the businesses that you eventually, you want to work with, right? I never thought I'd be working with Blue Tiger Clan, but it put me in a position where I am now. That's dope. But, I would have to say it had to be with everything, right? So that I do think that blue check mark is underrated because of that. And because not everybody has it, it has a lot more impact right now than it will later on when everybody else has it.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, we did mention some of the things you stated, like authenticity. Or it does prove that you are who you say you are, and it prevents your audience from getting spammed or even scammed in some cases, because they'll know that you have a verified check mark. The other thing I did forget to speak on is the mentions or the mentions tab, because there's now the verified tab. So now you will be able to speak with other verified accounts, and they'll just be able to reply to your tweets only and see your mentions and respond to those instantly, rather than just getting the average person who's not verified. But yeah, we did mention the fact that you now may be seen as someone who is taking their work more seriously. As an artist, that's something that needs to be focused on, because as an artist, you want people to now look at you in some way that, okay, you are taking your craft seriously and you're not really playing around. So that check does kind of give that validation at the same time. But the other thing is there's not too many perks. That's the one problem. Like now they may come in the future, but there's not too many perks that may entice someone to want to get that blue check right now. And I'm speaking mostly for Twitter Blue, because we're going to be speaking on the Meta side of things, the Instagram and Facebook side of things, which is, I guess, $12, right? So paying for that, there's perks like you can send longer tweets, which will prevent people from getting the threads and going through those threads. But this other thing as well is the longer videos. You can have longer videos and higher quality videos that you can upload, which is dope. As well as what else?
Your patent being towards the top.
Yeah, that too, as well as what was it? I just thought of it now.
I'm coming right back. I just want to let y'all know I'll be right back. Give me like 1 minute.
Okay, so there's less ads, I guess. Now they're saying 50% less ads, which is something I find to be really off-putting, because if I'm subscribing to something, I would want to get 100% ad-free enjoyment, for that. So that's kind of what's off-putting. Why am I paying that $8 if I'm not getting a great experience? But I guess it's going to improve as time goes. Of course, now you can also customize your Twitter with the theme as well. You can change the way icons are as well. And then, of course, if you're in Web3, then you can add your NFTs. Hopefully, they do integrate more blockchains rather than just Ethereum and using OpenSea. But yeah, that's some perks that may come in the future in the long run. And that's beautiful. If you are Web3 artist, you could utilize that by promoting your work using your profile picture and have that out there. So I do find the Twitter Twitter Blue, it kind of is iffy, but on my side I think it's more on the con side for me. I'm more on the con side for now. As an artist, it would be better to just try and get it naturally. That's what we speaking on as a topic. Would it be better to pay or rather get this verification naturally? And I would want to get your input on that.
Can you get it naturally anymore? I don't think you can. Can you?
You can.
If you're big enough.
You still can.
If you're big enough.
If you still work hard enough and you get like notoriety in some way, they do. I think the Twitter Verify will try and ask you to verify yourself and prove who you are, and then you get the blue check. But maybe you might get the gold check. But I think the gold check is just for organizations, if I'm not mistaken. But there are those legacy verifications that you still can get. It will just say you are a legacy account. You probably have like the original verification, because there is accounts who have the legacy, and then there's one that says they got verified normally by Twitter, and then there's a Twitter Blue verification. So you would be able to still, I think so. So that's a question I do have for you. Well, what do you think? Do you think it's better for an artist to get Twitter Blue or rather wait to get it naturally?
I would recommend Twitter Blue, man. And the reason I say is because the whole point of it sort of getting it is to sort of help you levitate, right? And help, create these things that I already said, trust, dedication to your craft. So if you wait until you get it, then at that point you already made it. At that point you don't really need, it really won't provide you any value at that point, because you already have the respect, you already have the trust. And I don't know. I would get it. I would try to budget it in for sure. The one thing that does suck though is that it's a bit different for an individual versus an organization to sort of get it right, because organization or business, they have their logo, and it's sort of a fixed logo. So, for the most part, that's going to, that's trademark. It won't change. So you get your check mark. You don't have to worry about, changing your PFP. Now, for an artist, you might be, taking pictures, and you might want to use a different picture another time, because you're like, just for content, you're like modeling. So you constantly just want to change. Or maybe you have an album drop, and you want to put your album cover as the PFP to sort of promote it, like you guys do. Then the whole verification shit becomes bothersome. Now I do think as artists you should be able to change it, whenever you want. That's the only downside. But I would think if an artist were to get it, then I would sort of take the time to create your brand logo, your artist logo, so that you can use that logo and sort of solidify, oh shit, that's Kamikaze, and that's Lemmy. Like, oh shit, they were around, because they recognize your logo. and now that logo is everywhere. So I would recommend like you guys finalize, or any artist finalize their image as far as like what image is gonna represent them as an artist, and then use that and then get the blue verification.
Yeah, I see where you're coming from, and that the pros we spoke on that, like just giving it some transparency, like showing them that you're a real person, you're not a bot. But at the same token of what you're saying, you can put in that work without the blue check and still be recognized, still be seen as like who you are through your work without the blue check, because it's been done up to this point. I think the blue check has only been out for like half a year now, or probably came out 6 months ago or something like that, and people were still able to do those things that you're saying. But I do respect what you're saying. It's you always got to. I'm a firm believer in investing in your brand, investing in everything that you got. So it's something to think about. It's something to think about. Me, I guess it's just I never had a check. I've always been on my grind, and I'm just like more old school with it. I'm like, I rather earn this than put my earnings into it. You know what I'm saying? But you're not saying anything wrong, bro. So I fuck with what you're saying.
Yeah, but I do get where he's coming from, to the point where he says, yeah, getting the blue check basically proves like getting it naturally, and when they verify you, you've already made it, so what's the point, kind of thing. Like,
yeah,
that part makes sense. Like, yeah, it would be good to kind of start and work with the blue check. It does boost you a bit. It does kind of get you. I hope, because they did say that Twitter might, the For You tab might only have verified accounts tweets there. So it would be a great perk if you are an artist to have your tweets being on the For You tab. So like if you're a musician, maybe your For You tab might just be a whole lot of producers or a whole lot of artists on there. And your music, if you are verified or have Twitter Blue, your music might just pop up on there, and you might get more exposure. That's another pro with it. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. And yeah, it's something that we need to look more into and see what's to come with Twitter Blue. But yeah, shout out to OC Outside for that. That really was something that we need to consider and look into more. So do you want to get into the whole Meta side of things and what the perks are for Meta and what they provide?
Yeah, Cyber, you want to say something, bro?
Oh, the Twitter Blue, it's monthly, huh?
Yeah, it's monthly.
So I'm wondering, like, when I'm like promoting a new release, like if I should do the Twitter Blue for that promotional period until I can. I mean, it's not that much, right, to pay monthly, but I mean,
yeah,
I don't know. I'm gonna think about it. I'm thinking about it now. It does take about a week to 10 days to sort of get implemented, because they do sort of have to, I guess, quote unquote, check out your profile, do their due diligence and whatnot. So you don't get it right away. It does take a few days for sure.
Yeah, so I guess you would have to wait for a couple of, or do it earlier, like maybe 2 weeks before you pay for it, and then you do your promo just before your release or something like that.
For sure. So we're gonna get into the Meta side of things. Is it the Meta verified?
Are you guys talking about the metaverse or Facebook?
Yeah, Meta, as in Facebook and Instagram, their verification, which is $11. So yeah, there's a bit more that you have to do when it comes to Meta. I don't know. So how's the process with Twitter Blue? Do you have to provide any personal information in order to get verified? Except like your banking details or your card details, or what else do you have to provide?
Oh shit, man. I don't remember, to be honest. Crap. It was fairly simple, and it was probably, and I feel like it was info like I thought they already had. Yeah, I'm not too sure because I did it for Lost Star, right? It's not under like Ivan, my name or our side. So I definitely didn't have to provide any form of ID. I don't believe. I'm not too sure. Damn. But it was easy.
Cool. Because with the Meta side, it's different. It's completely different. So with that $11, I guess there's quite a few things. I guess Lemmy is gonna explain and read about what happens with Meta, which is Facebook and Instagram and any other app that's owned by the Facebook company, I guess. So any subsidiary of the Meta company. So what's up with Meta, Lemmy?
All right. Following in the footsteps of Twitter. Hold on one second. Following in the footsteps of Twitter, Meta is testing a subscription-based verification service called Meta Verify for Instagram and Facebook. But does it offer enough benefits to its users to start paying a monthly fee? Many social media communication platforms have released a paid version of their service over the past year. In 2022, Snapchat and Telegram released their premium offerings called Snapchat Plus and Telegram Premium, respectively. Late last year, Elon Musk made changes to the Twitter Blue subscription, offering a blue tick to paying users. The Meta Verified subscription was announced by Mark Zuckerberg on his IG broadcast channel. The subscription service lets users get a verified Instagram and Facebook account in exchange for a monthly fee. Those who apply for the verification must be 18 years old and present their government ID to the platform. Along with the verification badge, Meta Verify provides proactive account protection, access to account support, increased visibility and reach, and increased visibility and reach. While proactive account protection refers to monitoring impersonators who target people with huge audiences, account support refers to company executives who will help subscribers with common issues they might face. Benefits for Instagram creators. As far as increased reach is concerned, Meta Verify increases reach in sections like search, comments, and recommended posts. Other exclusive features include exclusive stickers for Facebook and Instagram stories, Facebook Reels, and 100 free stars a month. Meta Verify will be available in Australia and New Zealand as a test, costing $11.99 per month on the web and $14.99 per month on the phones. During the testing process, Meta won't make any changes to accounts already verified on Instagram or Facebook. Although the platform plans to release Meta Verify in other countries, it has yet to provide a timeline. In more ways than one, Meta's verification on-demand service is as similar to Twitter Blue subscription, which costs $8 a month on the web and $11 a month on the phone, and offers services such as verification badge and increased reach. However, Facebook and Instagram have a much higher user base than Twitter, which can make verification more appealing to content creators who have been trying to get a blue tick. Additionally, Meta's promise to monitor accounts for impersonation and offer dedicated support could reassure creators who are worried about account security. At the moment, Meta's verified profiles seem ideally suited for content creators since they also come with increased reach, which should increase overall engagement and views. Since it's a combined subscription, users will be getting a blue tick on both Facebook and Instagram, which is another advantage. Meta says it wants to build a subscription for creators, businesses, and the community. But the average user who doesn't care about engagement just uses Instagram and Facebook to share updates with friends and families or discover content. Meta Verified subscription doesn't make much. A Meta Verified subscription doesn't make much sense. That's what the publisher said. The editor of this article said.
So with that, like from what I took, right, is the only pros that it comes with is that you can get protection. You can get account protection, as well as of course, an increase in the engagement, and the algorithm supports you a bit more, as well as the verification of both Facebook and Instagram. That's a nice perk. So it's but
that shit is cap though, man. You gotta pay for the algorithm. That shit is cap.
Yeah, but that's just the pros that I'm seeing now. Then as an artist, that could be to your advantage, because now you know that people can't really impersonate you because you paid and you verified yourself.
Right.
Now that all these because of course on Twitter and on Instagram and Facebook, there's so many fake accounts for your favorite celebrities. Mm-hmm. So now it gives them reassurance that all those accounts might just get removed, and your account now may be in the forefront, and you're the only one with this name. The cons about it for me is the KYC aspect. Yeah. Now they need your personal information, which of course, Facebook already has that. If you're on Facebook, they already kind of have your personal information. They own the photos that you post on Facebook. Through the terms and conditions, you have no say with that. But the other con is the fact that you have, like you said, you paying for the algorithm. There's no point in you having to now pay to be in front and get into the explore page or be on top of the searches. Already Instagram has been suppressing the algorithm. You don't even get to your posts don't get to reach your followers. You have to reach a certain threshold or follow certain guidelines to get a certain amount of engagement. You maybe have to have like certain amount of likes, like maybe 30 likes within a certain amount of hours, or in the first hour, and then you either have to use certain hashtags in order to get attention from outsiders who aren't really following you, so you can be on the explore page. Now they're saying that they're going to increase it, which is kind of false. I don't even think that it's going to help that much, because what they profit on, most of these platforms, they profit on the fact that you want to pay for advertising, you want to pay to get on the front. So as an artist, I guess it's a good way as well, but I think you also gonna have to push more and put more money into advertising on these platforms. But the other concern is KYC, because now I think with what they do is your accounts have to have like your OG name, like your real name, included with it. So you have to put your real name so that when they verify you, they can see that your government name is included or something like that. So KYC on this side, I wouldn't want to do that, because they now own your information, and it gets deeper than that. Now they hold it and they can make use of it however they want. So that's my take on it. I think that having a Facebook or Meta verification may be too much. They're asking too much, and the fact that you have to be 18 plus, there may be some youngins who are already popping out there, and now they can't get this verification because, of course, you need the ID and all of that. They're not old enough, so it's kind of like a process to actually get verified here. But the protection side of thing is kind of it's kind of good. That protection side, I think that's a good thing for artists.
Yeah, so I'm gonna start with the cons. Providing your government, and you basically going through a KYC similar to getting on a crypto exchange or some shit and for Facebook to be called Meta, they not providing anything crypto related. So it's like I can't even make money. I guess I can make money with y'all. I will be making money with y'all as an artist, like by promoting myself, and I'm bringing, I'm putting value on my name, but it's like I don't know if it'll be worth it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm still it kind of go to what Arside was saying for Twitter. Yeah, you want to invest in your brand and things like that. But me, I just would want to stick to my old school way of doing things. And providing my government ID, they already know so much about you. It's like, what would you need that for? You know what I'm saying? I'm raising my eyebrows at that. But at the same token, what Kamikaze was saying, what it will provide for me as an artist, as far as like putting myself out there, being able to see things on the algorithm. But it's so capped. It's just a money game. That's why I said it was capped. It's just a money game. Even Twitter fucked up the algorithm too. Like, I can't see with this For You and following tab. It just like messed the whole game up. It's not allowing you to see the things that you want to see, the things that you chose to see, and it kind of puts everything in disarray. So I'm with Kamikaze on his same views. So it really don't make sense for me to reiterate. It's the same thing, honestly. And they just charge a little more.
Just to piggyback on what you said about Meta, right? Meta really means referring to work, like conventions, or like if a category for something. So I get the name Meta because there's different apps, platforms they have, like WhatsApp, and then they have Instagram, and now they have Facebook as well, because those are different kinds of platforms. One is instant messaging, one is for social media and posting pictures, and one is for sharing your life and, communicating with people and connecting with people who are close to you. So, they could be coming into the Web3 aspect, because I think Facebook at some point was trying to create their own cryptocurrency. I think they have their own wallet that they're probably developing. So we could see them in Web3. But overall, like you said, and like we iterating, there's not too many pros with this side of the platform. I may go with the Twitter side, Twitter Blue, more than Meta, though Meta does provide verification for more than one platform. I think it's way safer to go with Facebook, because maybe the requirements aren't as much as Meta. I wouldn't want to go through KYC just for a social media platform. That's like too much. It's not. I'm not investing anything crazy, though I am investing in my career, but it's not like really that hectic to go through all that work just to get a blue check. That's why I would be fine with going the natural way with this one. With Instagram, I would rather go the natural way and wait it out. And though they have a larger audience than Twitter. It would be worth it though if you are really active. It depends also. Now it's a thing of, it depends on your audience and where your audience is mostly. If they are mostly on Instagram, it may be good for you to get the blue check there. If your audience is way more active on Twitter and you have more engagement on Twitter, then go for Twitter Blue, and you might get most of the perks as soon as maybe the For You tab switches up. And like let me say, it has messed up the algorithm too here, because like you can't really check out the latest tweets from the people you're following, and maybe some of the people that you are following, their tweets are suppressed and you don't see them as often. They're only showing you people they think you might be interested in, and it sucks, because some people I don't see, and now I have to go to their accounts and see if they have been active. Like, I don't see any David Schwartz tweets on my timeline as much. I don't see any Brad Garlinghouse tweets as much, or any Ripple tweets. And the thing is, I'm more interested in that kind of stuff as well. And then like the musicians, I don't see most of the musicians I follow as much because the algorithm kind of predicts what they think I like, which is an issue. So that's another problem for these social platforms.
Facts, for sure. Anybody else want to speak on it?
I just want to I was going to touch on what you said at the end, which was just going wherever your fan base is at. If it's in Instagram, then fuck it, regardless of the features that it's going to give you, if you're able to build a better connection to your fan base, then that to me is already worth it. If you're able to build that trust. When they said they're arguing that it's not worth the verification on Instagram, it wasn't worth it for Twitter either. I still don't think it's worth it. But the value that it brings via that trust and connection that I can potentially build with people and potential business partners, then that to me on its own brings its own value. So it just depends wherever you want to be active, wherever you want to build your fan base, or where you currently have your fan base. I think you should fight the builder.
So, and that's what I wanted to speak on. I should have spoke on that right after Kamikaze was speaking, because that's exactly what I did. I deleted my Facebook, I deleted my Instagram, I deleted my Snapchat, I deleted everything. Once I was able to come on to Twitter, when I met Too Cold and I was able to see how people actually really embrace me here on Twitter, this is the only platform worth having. I deleted my WhatsApp. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like I'm doing all of those. It's like I'm doing all of those things. My account may not be verified or nothing, but I'm putting in all of this work. But I wasn't really getting any interaction. And when I came to Twitter, I was interacting with the people who were listening to my music. It was a genuine interaction. So it allows me to think about, hey, do I need to get a blue check? Maybe I do need to get a blue check. Maybe I just need to pay my dues to Twitter and get a blue check. They kind of put me on in a sense, you know what I'm saying, as far as like being heard and making me feel like I'm doing something with my craft and interacting. Like look where we at. We in a space. I'm really interacting with my followers. I did have something going on Instagram where I used to DJ and do certain things and people, and I did have interaction, but this is more genuine to me, and it's real. It's more of my frequency. So yeah, that's what I wanted to do. I was just to piggyback off what both of y'all was saying. You go ahead, do your thing, Asad.
Now, I also want to, I guess, emphasize this, just because, and I guess I would recommend this to you. Give me a minute. I need to grab my food.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I agree too. So I'm assuming that you would also choose Twitter as well, because I also would choose Twitter, because like at some point I was super active on Instagram, but I started to lose interest in it because I saw how superficial it was. Nobody was being as real as they can be, and it just brought me the mindset that I had when I was on Instagram wasn't good for me. So that's why I feel more comfortable here on Twitter, because it's more organic. I feel more people aren't being superficial like Instagram, and the vibration here is not too intense compared to all the fast-paced kind of stuff. It's not real. You see superficial pictures of people acting like they're happy, or the content is not real. It's not as genuine. So yeah, I would if I had to choose between the two verifications, of course I think I would go with Twitter, because it probably is easier and quicker. Though like it's just one platform, I would go for that than anything. What would you go for, Lemmy, and what would you go for, Cyber and Asad?
Oh nah, Twitter without a doubt. Like shit. What that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. I was just talking. Like I'm not gonna say I'm considering it, but it's the move. It would definitely be the move for me. Like Twitter put me on basically. Like I've always been doing my music. People know I've been doing music, but Twitter let me like it allowed me to feel like my career has been validated. Like all this hard work I put in, you dope. Like Twitter let me know I was dope. Like it was a whole consensus, and XRPL ain't no for lack of a better term, it ain't no little nigga shit. It's not no little boy. It's some heavy hitters on this thing. I've had heavy hitters from the XRPL community and just people and from that community speak on what I'm doing in a high regard. So I'm grateful for that. So I would definitely get a blue check on Twitter.
Sort of what I wanted to say earlier. I would get it on Twitter too, 100%. Well, I did get it on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
But I do want to emphasize that just because you're active on one platform and not the others, I wouldn't recommend not having an account to sort of use those platforms, not necessarily to be active, right? Because it is a lot of work. Twitter's a lot of work, Instagram's a lot of work, TikTok is a lot of work. Yeah, you can recycle some of the content here and there, but creating content for for Instagram and TikTok, it's fucking work. But what I would recommend is whenever you update a logo, whenever you do a photo shoot, it doesn't have to be consistent. You don't have to cater to it like you are on Twitter.
Yeah.
But what you should cater to it is you should have an account because one of the prominent platforms, but use it as a tunnel to guide them to Twitter. So on your link, you can like catch me actively on Twitter. Or maybe put it in your link tree. And then even though they might run into your platform and might click a link to your song, and then they might follow you on Twitter because of that.
Fact.
So I would still leave those doors open even though they're not active or continuously catered. You can just throw them aside. Once you set them up, throw them aside. Like even if you don't fuck with them, right? But create that tunnel, that door that leads them to you, where you're currently at.
Nah, it's fact. It's facts.
Yeah, go on, Lemmy.
Nah, it's facts, but I think I made more of a emotional decision more than anything, and then I just found another thing. We all different. I was doing exactly what you were saying, but I just found myself on there too much, and these social medias are also frequency based, and I just didn't want it no more. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not. Yeah, I haven't been as active on Twitter either, but I appreciate Twitter, so I'm gonna keep it up. I'm never gonna. I don't think I'll delete my Twitter because with me making the emotional decision, I have an emotional attachment to Twitter because of you guys. You know what I'm saying? We linking up from all over the world, and we doing this. You know what I'm saying? We building. We really building. So you know what I'm saying? You could be building on the other ones, but it ain't. Are you really building like how we are? So that's what it is. But nah, you making some valid points, and it's things to think about for sure.
Yeah, the other thing is we shouldn't forget our audience. Crypto is mostly based on Twitter. You can't really speak on crypto as much on Instagram because Instagram's more of a visual thing, and crypto is more about information, and it's written. It's more written stuff, and you would have to read more about it. Though you can make visuals to explain what it is, but more people are interested in crypto, and they use Twitter to get that information, and that's where we are. We Web3, and we do that. But as musicians, of course, Instagram can be something that we cater to our audience with all the visuals and all of that. And like OC is saying, you can funnel your content from Instagram and tell them, yo, come through to Twitter. You may be able to see the full stuff on Twitter, or like you have a post in your stories saying, hey, this is where you can check it out. Click this link to see the full thing, or something like that. So yeah, it is something we need to consider. If we find a way, it's a balance. You have to find a balance between the two, and there are definitely platforms that can help out with that, to help you like share your content on all the platforms you want to share it on. And yeah, that could be a better way of doing it. But yeah, like let me say, for me, it was like, yeah, I couldn't deal with seeing all this artificial lifestyles that people were portraying, and that kind of put me off of Instagram, because like it was too much on my feed. I know I can unfollow those people, but it was just like, nah. Even my Discover, the algorithm was too much. And now also, same as what Twitter's doing, there was kind of like a For You kind of thing embedded with your normal timeline on Instagram. So it kind of really messed things up. So yeah, I do agree. It is best to kind of have all these platforms, because if you do miss a platform, you don't know what audience you could be missing out. You could be missing out on potential fan bases from there, and that's something you wouldn't want to do. So yeah, we definitely need to take that into consideration as an artist. You need to be on all the active platforms. And just like Larry said, he's being into TikTok now. Like, I'm not a fan of TikTok like that, but the information that comes from there is impeccable. It's way more raw and uncut compared to most of these platforms, because they're really filtering things out. But TikTok is one of those platforms that has most of the real stuff, but they do filter it to some extent, but not as extreme as all these other platforms as yet. So yeah, definitely as a word of advice to artists, like OC was saying, do get like all these platforms, but try to post as much as you can, and maybe funnel them to the platform of your choice, your favorite platform, so they can get all the content that you want to share with them in real time, and you can engage with them way better.
And sort of to add to that, right? Like when I was working with Faded, like he had his main Instagram, TikTok account where he would post, right? But all the other platforms, they were more for announcements, like album out now, or having an AMA. It wasn't necessarily being there, posting shit every day. It was like, oh no, we're having something planned and putting that announcement in all the platforms. That's it. It's just for announcements.
Mm-hmm.
No engagement.
Facts.
Yeah, that makes sense. Just you use it for just branding and letting people know, okay, this is out now here. Just check it out. But the others, you can use it for extreme branding or like promotion of your stuff. You can show them like a glimpse of what you're doing, maybe the behind the scenes of your work and all of that, and have like competitions in between with your favorite platform, using your favorite platform, So yeah, that's some good advice for sure. We really appreciate that one.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so do you wanna get into the next track, and then the next two tracks, and then we can do overrated, underrated. I don't know if you have some overrated, underrated, but yeah, we can do that.
Yeah. I got the tracks. I got overrated, underrateds too. Let's go ahead and get it in. We're gonna play the final 3 tracks from the EDM playlist. Shout out to Cyber. Huh?
You can play two, and then like as we end, we play the last one.
Okay, bet. All right, we'll do the next 2. Shout out to Hyperfocus. Shout out to Cyber. You already know what it is. We got the next one lined up. This is the Okay, I see what you did there. We're gonna do the Bird. We're gonna do the Bird remix, the SEC remix. This for the. You gonna say something, Kamikaze?
Yeah, this one's dedicated to Twitter.
For sure. So yeah, this is the Bird SEC remix. Shout out to the SEC coin. You know, this is myself, Kamikaze on the beat, K Monster. It's a banger, man. It's a classic. We gonna get into it. We'll talk about it after we done playing it. I hope you guys enjoy it. Great discussion today. Shout out to our side bringing in those those valid points of views. You know, it's dope, man. This the Wake and Bake. This how we do it, man. You already know how we rocking. Slimmy, Kamikaze, the whole family. You dig? Well, shout out to Tuco, man. I didn't get to shout her out today. You know, blessings on blessings. You already know what it is. She hold us down. We hold her down in the same regard. Let's get it, man. This Bird SEC remix.
Flying right into the future.
Triangular trap tsunami.
Flying right into the future. Super Eagle coin, I know the moment. My NFT is worth some digits. This ain't a security exchange commission. Bird. Flying right into the future. Bird. Super Eagle coin, I know the movement. Bird. My NFT is worth some digits. Bird. This ain't a security exchange commission. Bird. Protest against the SEC. Bird. They ain't got on XRP. Bird. Gary Gensler, yeah, you trippin'. Bring that ass here, boy, you need a whipping. I want XRP for Christmas. Super Eagle NFT, I'm finna get it. Yeah, we cooking in the kitchen. Failed at how we test, we on a mission. Bird. Flying right into the future. Bird. Super Eagle coin, I know the movement. Bird. My NFT is worth some digits. Bird. This ain't a security exchange commission. Bird. Ocean birds every 24 hours. Bird. Winning NFTs with breeding powers. Bird. SEC, we know you hating. Bird. I'm from Clay Cole, but I don't mess with Jay Clayton. And you know the R word heavy. XRP, you know it's deadly. Yeah, we know just what we doing. The triangular trap tsunami moving. Bird. Flying right into the future. Bird. Super Eagle coin, I know the movement. Bird. My NFT is worth some digits. Bird. This ain't a security exchange commission. Bird. XRP, yeah, that's the mission. Gary Gensler, yeah, you trippin'. Super Eagle coin, show hella love. I just thank the God above. We flying over the scrubs. XRP, that's extra love. SEC coin, yeah, it's heavy. It's like young DMX and eyes on belly. Bird. Flying right into the future. Bird. Super Eagle coin, I know the movement. Bird. My NFT is worth some digits. Bird. This ain't a security exchange commission.
Yes. That's that Bird SEC remix. Let me Kamikaze. You know how we do. Shout out to SEC coin. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Twitter. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Hey man, we can get into the next one. Honestly, I ain't really got nothing to say. I think that it just spoke for itself. So Kamikaze, you want to speak on that track?
Yo, man, that was fire. the way the song came about, it was proper. So shout out to you for that one. Shout out to Super Ego for the vibes. You know, it really is. It really is a dope song. And yeah, it's low key a shout out to Twitter too, Bird. So we on with Dogecoin and Twitter. You know, so let's do our thing. Let's go to the next track for sure.
Facts. And what I did want to say is like, hey, you rapping on EDM beats is possible. We just did it right here. You know, we got Shmita as well. The next track we got people rapping on it. So I'm heavily considering on this EDM album for sure. I'm gonna put some things together. I'm gonna get it popping. That might have to be this year too.
Hey guys, I have to get back into work, but I'll be listening.
Yeah, for sure. Shout out to you, bro. Blessings.
Thanks for having me up here, man.
Yeah, bless up.
Appreciate you pulling through and giving your input and insight, man. It's highly appreciated. It's always great to have you on the show, man.
Facts. Shout out Outside. Y'all already know. Whoa. We're gonna get into this next track called What the Fuck Is That? The Gloom Influx remix, I'm assuming. This is Bisa Tree. Shout out to Bisa Tree. He be doing his thing. He got them tracks out there. That artwork is OD. I remember seeing that. But it's all good. Shout out to Bisa Tree. We about to get it popping. All these songs are being played off the Sonar Muse platform. Web monetization, NFTs, blockchain music. That's how we moving. And another thing that I wanted to state too, while I just stepped away and did my bathroom break, is that, you know, with me deleting my Facebooks and my Instagrams and getting off of these what I call centralized social medias, I'm making myself like the song that we made. I'm trying to make myself decentralized. I want my real following to come to me. So that's another thing that I did want to state. But Twitter is the most. If I would do anything, it would be Twitter. But you know, let's take the focus off myself. We're gonna get into this. What the fuck is that? Gloom Influx remix by Bisa Tree. I hope you guys enjoy it.
Looking like I need a way out. I'm about to get weighted. I ain't playing with you lightweights. I ain't playing with you kids. I've been pulling more than my weight. I've been doubling the shifts. Triple digits on the highway. Single digit from the wrist. You ain't everything you think you is. You ain't everything you claim. You don't really add no benefit. We don't really see the game. Acting like you got the medicine when you the one inflicting pain. And I don't really see an end to it unless I risk it and escape. So I'm geared up, head down, bags packed onto the next town. Gotta cut ties, burn bridges, bring matches, pack scissors. I'm done asking, done wishing. I need a brief, we're trying to do business. Make peace but keep them at a distance. Gotta leave so I can make an entrance. Well, that's my 2 cents on it. Wasn't out of hand, but I splurged on it. For a couple extra bands, I would turn on it. You ain't giving out respect, but won't return on it. What the fuck is that? You can't even talk shop, what the fuck is that? Got a whole damn team, what the fuck is that? You don't listen to none of them, what the fuck is that? Hey, what the fuck is that? You can't even talk shop, what the fuck is that? Got a whole damn team, what the fuck is that? You don't listen to none of them, what the fuck is that? Hey, what the fuck is that? You can't even talk shop, what the fuck is that? Got a whole damn team, what the fuck is that? You don't listen to none of them, what the fuck is that? Hey, looking like I need a way out. I'm about to get weighted. I ain't playing with you lightweights. I ain't playing with you kids. I've been pulling more than my weight. I've been doubling the shifts. Triple digits on the highway. Single digit from the wrist. What the fuck is that? 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 What the fuck is that?
All right, that was WTF is that? Beats a Tree, the Gloom Influx remix, Kamikaze's Choice. Kamikaze, you want to speak on that one? Uh-oh. I hope he didn't get rugged. Once again, that was Kamikaze's Choice. Kamikaze did tell me about 2 hours into the show that he would be going through some technical difficulties. This is around the time that the power does cut out in his area. So if he's unable to come up, we do understand. That is the disclaimer. Okay, there he is. He's back. You there, Kamikaze? You there, bro, Kamikaze?
Yeah. I'm here. Yeah, man. Yeah, we're back. Everything's all good now. Yeah, that song was fire, man. That was a fire track right there. Shout out to Beats a Tree for that one.
Mm-hmm. For sure. Yeah, it was definitely dope. Hey, once again, it just shows that, you know, the wave is moving towards hip hop and EDM. It's compatible. You know what I'm saying? It's compatible. It's just giving the motivation. This is this is a different show, but it was a good show. I feel like we was in a different bag. We in a different bag today, but you know it's working though. Everything. You know, it's never really broken over here at Wake and Bake. We always jump into the different type of water and we get it done. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead, do your thing, bro.
Yeah. For sure, it's always about like changing the dynamic and bringing a whole different vibe. For sure, that's what the Wake and Bake is for. But yeah, I really appreciate that. Like the EDM vibe is for sure coming through. We're gonna see more people getting into the dance vibe. Just like Cyber said, people want to be more into the high vibrational, like high energies, because everybody's now like depressed. Everybody's low. Everybody's feeling down because of what they hear in songs. So everybody just wants to listen to house, even house music. Like house brings that kind of vibe too. Like even the Afro beats kind of vibe too. That's kind of like a dancey kind of vibe. You just move your body to that kind of stuff. So we getting into those kind of scenes, and we definitely gonna see a huge change. So I guess we can have that as a topic maybe sometime, where we say where to now, where's the music industry going, where to now, where we're going. So that could be another discussion for another episode. But yeah, let's get into the overrated, underrated. Overrated, underrated. Do you want to go first, or should I go first with mine?
You can go first.
Okay, so remember, overrated. If you feel like this is overrated, put a thumbs down, or thumbs up. Thumbs up if you think it's overrated. If it's underrated, put a thumbs down. So with this one, it's battle rap. Do you think battle rap is overrated or underrated?
What did you say for neutral again? I just said it.
Neutral is just like you put both, I guess. so hey, I think battle rap is so underrated though. It really is, because like it's a lost art form. Not many people do it anymore. It's really something that we don't see as much, though. Like there are channels for it. Not many people focus on that and only focus on the mainstream, because you need that kind of competition, and it kind of builds you up as an artist. If you know how to do that and you can rap on your feet. I know some of them, they do prepare some of the lines a bit earlier, because they do kind of know who they're going to compete with. But at the same time, you got to be on your feet, because you also got to counteract what they say directly to you during that time. So it is a way to build up yourself as a rapper if you are into that kind of thing, and and getting into the deep end of that kind of stuff, it does build character, because now you know, okay, I'm not that good with my lines or being on my feet. So I think it's honestly underrated.
Alright, so the reason I'm gonna say it's overrated I'm neutral on this, by the way. The reason I'm gonna say it's overrated is because of that. Where you know, when I used to see people battle rap, it was a freestyle thing. Now it's a sort of thing where you can write your rhymes and you come through and you I don't know. I feel like that takes away from it. Like you should be able to kick what you got to say about somebody right on the spot, like coming in and rehearsing it. I don't know. I think that it takes away from the, you know, the prestige of it, because even with the Smack DVDs and all of that, I grew up on Smack DVDs, and a lot of those freestyle, a lot of those were freestyles, but now it's become more of a commercialized thing where your whole crew will know what you're about to say. I don't know. I feel like there's an element in the surprise of it. You know what I'm saying? What Kamikaze is saying is true. It builds stage presence. It builds confidence. It builds all those things, and it's the essence. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go to the underrated part of it. It goes back to the essence of hip hop and things of that sort. But then also it makes artists one dimensional too, because a lot of the battle rappers, they try to come into the game and they try to create a career for themselves, and it doesn't really bode well for them. You know what I'm saying? And then I see a lot of them like hate on the rap game and hate on the mainstream part of music because they couldn't cross over into it. So I know these are the reasons why I think that it's overrated, underrated. But with the battle rap, I believe in, like, you know, like if I came up to Kamikaze, I said let's battle, like it should just be it should almost be like a spar. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm coming off the top with it, he coming off the top with it. You know, it's like that. But you know, some of the greatest battles were written raps. I remember Loaded Lux, the one where he's saying you gonna get this work. Like that was one of the hardest battle raps I've ever seen. And then, you know, back in the day, Murder Mook and I forget his name, but back in the day when Murder Mook was doing his thing, some of the hardest ones was written. Don't get me wrong, you know what I'm saying. But I just feel like it should be more off the top. That's why I would say it's overrated a bit, but it's still underrated. It's still underrated because that's the essence of rap. Hip hop was based off battle rapping. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, when you battling now, words, you know, words hurt. You know what I'm saying? And these motherfuckers want to fight. They want to get violent. Like one of the biggest podcasters in hip hop, he made his name off punching somebody in a battle rap. Math Hoffa, I don't know if y'all seen it back in the day. He punched one of the people he was battling because the dude was talking hard to him. So when you in a battle rap and you really battling, and in this day and age of rap that we in, that's violent and is based off negativity, you can really hurt somebody's feelings and people be ready to fight. So you know that type of frequency, it makes it overrated to me now because everybody's talking out the side of their neck in these battle raps, and it's like, all right, you really ain't gonna do that in real life though. And then on the flip side, you might speak too harsh on somebody, they ready to fight. It's not even about rapping no more. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm on both sides of the fence with it.
Yeah, I agree. There's rappers that take it too personally, and like, though it's a battle rap, right? You can say what you want, and you can out a person if you want. There's no rules to it really in that arena. There's no rules, so you can say whatever, and people get touched because they outed you, and you probably get humiliated, and now you want to get violent because someone said something out of pocket in a public scene, you know. But I do believe, there are some boundaries you shouldn't cross. but at the same time in battle rap, I guess there are no rules, and you just gotta roll with the punches. So yeah, it is kind of iffy though. It is kind of iffy.
For sure. So my first overrated underrated for today is how an artist says something in a song versus what they're lyrically saying in a song. So like basically, for example, like Atlanta rappers. Some people say that Atlanta rappers ain't saying shit. Some people say Atlanta rappers mumble in their songs. But the way that they say it takes a song out of here. Versus a East Coast or a lyrical artist who may be quote unquote over rapping or very lyrical. Is that overrated? Is that more overrated or underrated? The way you say something in a song versus versus actually spitting lyrics, and why?
So being able to articulate what you're saying in rap, and I guess it's about the cadence of how you say the rhymes. That's what you're talking about.
Yeah. Like your vernacular, your lingo, basically. Is that more overrated, or is that like with people putting that over lyrics, like basic like lyricism, like pure lyricism? You know what I'm saying? Like, is it overrated or underrated?
Okay, for me, I think it's underrated, because there are some times where you won't be able to fit a word into a bar, you know, so you have to cut it short. Like, you can create your own word in rap. Like, you can create your own word and the audience may understand it because, you know, of how you pronounce it or say it. Just like Kanye, you know, in Can't Tell Me Nothing, he says, don't say nothing if you're going to end up apologizing. What is apologizing? You know, like, you understand what he's saying, but it doesn't really, it's not really a word. So even like the mumble rappers, you know, like Future with Tony Montana, you can't even hear him say Tony Montana properly, but you do feel it, you know. So it really is about, like, yeah, I think it's underrated if you are able to articulate yourself but not in proper English, you know. So yeah, I feel like that is somewhat kind of underrated. It's a kind of a lost art in a way. Slowly more people aren't really doing that, but we might see it a bit here and there. So yeah, it is underrated.
Yeah. I agree. I think that was an evolution in hip hop when, you know, when it came more about how you said it, like it like you said, it cuts words out first and foremost, and then, you know, even from a performance standpoint, when you want to get into your bag and be lyrical and do different flows on every track, like be super lyrical, that could take a lot out of you. But then, you know, you still got the hype tracks where you might say something a certain way. It's I think that is just a part of the evolution of the game, and it just shows the beauty of music and the beauty of music as a whole. You know what I'm saying? And what you can do with it. And like you said, songs like Tony Montana, like shit. Even another one that came to mind was the Ski. You know, the Ski joint with Thug and Gunna, like they just saying ski throughout the whole song. You know, it allowed people to feel comfortable about where they're from and, you know, their cultures, especially throughout the U.S. Because everybody has their own identities, their different identities, and the way that they wanted to talk. Because in the beginning when hip hop first came out, you had guys like Outkast rapping. And UGK, when they first came out, they were trying to appease to the East Coast, and they were rapping like they were from the East Coast. You know what I'm saying? So, but then when I guess something must have came across, or it must have been a whole thing within hip hop where hey, they started to realize, like, hey, I'm from Texas, I'm from Atlanta, I'm from California, I'm from Chicago. I want to put out my lingo and my vernacular this way, and you know. And some of that don't take being lyrical. The way that I say it is will justify everything, and you know, less is more. I believe, you know, as time goes on, I believe that less is more. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's what hip hop has been able to show through you know, and hopefully it can get back to that, you know, on a higher frequency. Kamikaze, you got the next one?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I agree with what you were saying for sure. And it does kind of go back to like, yeah, if you represent in your city, you probably have a different lingo and how do you articulate certain things. So you gotta kind of, you know, represent and say things the way your city kind of says things, and the way they rap also, you know, it's more about tradition as well. So it is somewhat an underrated thing, because everybody's trying to now follow a certain code. Like, let's say some certain lingo is trending, everybody's gonna want to do the same thing and not really represent where they're from. So yeah, that's definitely an underrated thing. My second overrated, underrated topic is rapping over industry beats. I don't know if we've done this one. So rapping over industry beats, like you know, back in the day, rappers used to make mixtapes and rap over industry beats and do their thing. So yeah, do you think that's underrated? Let me know why you say it's underrated.
So I do think it's overrated too. I do think I'm gonna say I'm neutral though, but I'm more on the underrated side of it because, and I'm gonna say why it's underrated first, because, you know, like, I grew up off that shit. It's like that's how I began rapping. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm still an 80s baby, even though like life is, you know, evolving and shit like that. I still grew up on cassette tapes and CDs and shit like that, burning music, getting the instrumentals, freestyling, writing raps. Like, that's underrated to me. Nobody really does it no more. You know what I'm saying? I came from that era, and I made mixtapes doing that. So it's always gonna be something that I wanted, that I would love to do. But now I feel like it's overrated because of where we're at in life. Is because me being an artist and me wanting to monetize off of everything that I do, I won't be able to use those beats no more and get paid. So that's why now it's overrated. It's like, this is like, at the same time, okay, when people do rap on other people's beats, and this is why I love Max B so much, like, Lil Wayne did do his thing rapping over other people's beats, and this is why I'm gonna say it's overrated for rappers. When rappers get on these beats and do their thing, they follow the trend of the original song. Like, Lil Wayne did that a lot. Even though he rapped, he did his bars and things, but on the choruses he took them. But this is why I love Max B so much. Max B would take that song and make his own song. Like, it's like you didn't even know the person who was on the original beat made that song, because you was always singing Max B's version. And when I got on instrumentals, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to make my song just as good as the mainstream industry track. You know what I'm saying? And that's another reason why I would say it's overrated, because a lot of rappers do get on these industry beats and they just basically mimic the flow of the original track. They mimic the chorus, and it's like, all right, why did you do that? Are you trying to get on a remix or some shit? But, you know, guys like Max, they made their own track. But the main reason why I think it's overrated is because now I made a song called XR Paid. I used the Lil Baby and 42 Doug beat, but I can't put it on Sonar Music or I can't put it out on streaming platforms because it's somebody else's beat and I can get sued. So it's like, damn, this shit kind of overrated. I need to go find original beats to rap to now. You know what I'm saying? So I can really make a profit, or give myself a chance to make profit off of what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? So that's my take on it.
For sure. For me, I think it's underrated for sure because it's a lost art. Not too many people do it in the sense of like you said, being creative and making their own version of the song. Everybody maybe just wants to hop on a trend and sound like each other. Really, they rather make a beat that sounds similar to the beat that is hot right now, and then do their own vibe to it, rather than trying to rap on it and make their own spin off it. Usually, the only time that happens where they rap on industry beats is when they go onto radio shows or do freestyles on these shows. That's the only time they do it, and it's not really that hot. They probably wrote their thing, of course, and it's not really like well thought out sometimes. So that's my take. I think it's really underrated and a lost art. There's not a lot of people really doing it for the love of it and paying homage to artists anymore. And I do understand your standpoint of wanting to monetize everything. For me, rapping on industry beats, I would do it just to, it's a way of exercising my rap muscles, my lyrical muscles, and also getting inspired by the original artists to improve my flows as well. Sometimes embodying the original artist does give you some creativity, because now you're thinking like maybe this artist would have rapped these lines, and you come up with bars that you probably might never come up with the different flows that you have, the original kind of flows. And if you jump in on another artist's flow or getting inspired by it, you might just come up with different rhymes and wordplay and all of that. So it does kind of help you in a way, and that's why I think it's underrated.
But okay, so I got a question to ask you. It's a dude. He rapped on. I have the XRP joint that I did on Lil Baby Them beat, like, and that did really well. And it's just like, damn, I wish I could like get that cleared or something. But it's another dude, and I seen that a few people were following him. Even you follow him, you know who I'm talking about. He rapped on Alicia Keys' beat, and he did that shit very nicely. But Alicia Keys, I don't think he would be able to monetize off of it. You understand what I'm saying? Because unless his shit get hot enough to get cleared, like, he did some shit on it, but it's like it's just gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, like,
you talking about Foggy Raw?
Yeah, I don't know his name. He's some dark skinned dude. I seen him on my Twitter.
Hey man, that guy's fire though.
He's
like on some poetry shit, bro.
You see what I'm saying? Like, but his shit might never get to reach. He might never get monetized off of it because he can't get it cleared. It's like, that's the fucked up part about it. That's the kind of overrated part about it that I'm speaking on. That I'm speaking on.
For sure, but the thing is, he did get noticed because of that kind of stuff. But his original sound is not really that.
Okay.
He's on that. He raps on like trap beats. He raps on these 808s kind of thing. But that is just for the artistic vibe. He's doing that for artistic things. So he just posts those kind of stuff on Instagram and Twitter and all of that, and then I guess people then rip it and then put it on SoundCloud so that they can hear the song, so they can repeat it and all of that. But I've heard like his songs. Usually, he raps the way he raps, but he only does that on industry beats for, I guess, Instagram and all these social medias. But he does have his own like personal music, because now he was at the award shows. I saw that he had I don't know what it's called. Is it like a billboard? Would you call it a billboard? Whatever they do on Times Square, where you on the big screen.
Oh yeah. He got I guess he got a billboard.
Spotify. Yeah, for Spotify. So like he's already getting noticed. So
okay.
Shout out to him. He has a dope vibe. So that's what I can say. He just does it for like getting more attention, and because I guess it brings familiarity for his audience. Because I guess it's more of that old school poetic vibe, and yeah, people are into that. And then like he then pushes his songs, I guess, after that. But hey, he's getting the ladies though. He's getting the ladies. That's what I can say, my G. Yo, it's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Foggy Raw though.
Yeah. I came across him. It was dope. It was dope what I seen for sure. The next one, accolades. Getting accolades from music, overrated or underrated. I get like when I say accolades from music, I'm talking about like spots on the Billboard, platinum, gold, Grammys, awards, and shit like that. Getting accolades from.
Damn, Lemmy, like you stole my overrated, underrated. That was my last one.
Oh shit.
So shout out to you for that one.
Okay.
Yeah, so award shows, getting like accolades for sure. I think they are somewhat, in this day and age, it's underrated because nobody really appreciates it as much, and I don't think they really giving it to the people who deserve it. They just giving it out to the people that are like, I don't know. It's not the people who really deserve it and who the crowd and the audience really think deserve it. They just, I guess now it's like an insider thing. I feel like it's more of an insider thing, and it's like a favoritism thing. Like, okay, we're gonna do this because X person maybe did this, and now we just gotta pay them back and give them an award or something or whatnot. So I think it's not gonna be the same in Web3. In Web3, it might be different because, you know, if we're using the blockchain, and this is where the messaging system comes in. You're gonna probably use it to probably make votes and all of that. You see, so like if I can say, for example, the Flare Network, you know, you're doing voting for certain things, for certain I don't know if it's amendments or certain rules to be applied on the network, certain standards to be applied, and you can vote for that, and they get put on the blockchain. You know, so I would say in that instance, if it ever gets to that, then it would become underrated again or just in between. But for now, all of that, I think it's highly overrated now. Like, it's not the same anymore. It's not as authentic as it used to be.
Yeah, hella overrated. I feel like they just be making shit up, and I feel like they be trying to rewrite history with a lot of these current artists. Like, you know, they're trying to cement legacies for artists trying to make them seem like they're better than the ones from the past, and that ain't really the case, you know. So, you know, everything that Kamikaze was saying plus what I said plus more just makes it overrated, kind of makes it disgusting, and that's why I really brought the topic up. Yeah, but it's Kamikaze. I see why it was one of your topics. This actually stemmed from a conversation that we was having a minute ago. So I just wrote it down. So I can see why it was your topic.
Hey, yeah, man. But I guess great minds think alike, you know. So yeah, shout out for that one.
For sure. So if that was your last one, I can just choose one more since, you know, it's basically yours, you know what I'm saying? So I'll go ahead and do one more.
Alright, for sure.
The USA having no culture, is that an overrated, underrated topic? And the reason that I asked this question is because I was watching the video, and Busta Rhymes said that the US, that America has no culture. He says most of the culture comes from West Indian and Latin what is that? Latin backgrounds. And so that's why I asked. And I'll go ahead and speak on it. I think that is overrated ass thing to say. I think it was very foolish of him to say that. You know, when he you know, he raps in English. He's been repping New York for years, and last time I checked, New York is in America. And you know, me and Busta Rhymes is from. He has a Jamaican background. I also have a Jamaican background, but I was born in America, and you know, America. I think America gets a lot of backlash. I think people got America fucked up for a lot of things. Like, you know, it's the I guess it's the place where everybody makes fun of, but hey, they can still want to take from us, but laugh at us at the same time. I don't know, like beat us up and praise us too at the same time. And I think it was kind of foolish of Busta Rhymes to come out and do that. He's not the only person, but it's like you made your whole career off of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Something that was, you know, made popular in America, and for you to say that was kind of I don't know, irresponsible. But who knows if he you know, if that was truly what he wanted to say. You know what I'm saying? But I think that was I think that's overrated.
For me, I think it is somewhat overrated for sure. To the extent that America does kind of create the trends for what the world follows, really. I guess right now it's slowly fading out because America's losing leverage in power and what they do, and now they're trying to catch on to what's the next trends and what's the end thing. But yeah, overall, America has always been this powerhouse of creating the trends and what's the in things for music and even clothing and styles, you know. So every country has been influenced by American music, and American music has always influenced the world in so many ways to create these different sounds. Though, yeah, there is some influence from African cultures in terms of the drums, in terms of, you know, different singing styles, but overall, the creativity of Americans is impeccable. So I wouldn't say like you know, there probably is some influence, but it's not only that. But America did come up with hip hop, and it's one of the most prominent genres right now, and a lot of people have been influenced around the world, and now we have all these different subgenres of it. So overall, yeah, it's somewhat overrated. I do agree.
For sure. And yeah, man, that's not gonna conclude our show. We got one more song for y'all, man. We about to take it back into the EDM side of things. We are gonna be wrapping up after this. So you know, today, once again, as I stated earlier, today was a different type of show. We still in our AI bag. I wouldn't you know, coin this as an AI show, but I feel like it's like, you know, after our AI show last week, we still on the tech side of things. We still tapping in on, you know, the foundation of, you know, where we can go as artists and what direction we can go as far as like artificial intelligence, and then, you know, investing into the streaming platforms. So, you know, we're not really talking about the music side of things. We're talking about the direction we can go as artists. And, you know, it was a good show. It was an informative show. And, you know, I'm always grateful for the Wake and Bake, taking time out on a Thursday to kick it with the family. You know what I'm saying? And it's love. So, you know, hopefully all of us collectively can think about where we want to go as far as like getting a blue check, or if we want to go Facebook, Instagram, and give them our government ID, give them our government information and shit, and you know what I'm saying, have them follow us for the rest. Nah, let me stop playing. They're not gonna follow us for the rest of our life. But just make a conscious decision on where we want to go as far as branding ourselves. Shout out to our side for his point of view. I feel like he definitely had some powerful things to say. John X, I see you, man. Adam, what's good? Cyber, you made the top 5, man. Shout out to you. You debuted on our playlist today, and it was hot. You had them Kanye vibes. You got me thinking about rapping on. You got me thinking about making a damn EDM album. So you know what I'm saying. It's all love. Shout out to Kamikaze. That's my boy. You know what I'm saying. Shout out to Too Cold. You already know what it is. The host with the most. She does her thing. You know, even when she's not here, she's still doing her thing. You feel me? My boy Crypto Jakes, X-Rated, slid through, and I'm Lemmy. Kamikaze, you want to talk to him?
Yeah, for sure. Appreciate everybody that pulled through today. Everybody who couldn't make it, but is here in spirit. First and foremost, shout out to Too Cold. Really appreciate her for, cultivating the spaces basically for the XRPL. She was one of the pioneers of this. So shout out to her. Shout out to our side, OC, for pulling through, giving his input. It's highly appreciated all the time. Cyber, appreciate you, man, for always pulling through. And we love your music, man. Like, I always jam this track whenever I'm on the platform. It's one of my favorites. Shout out to John X, Adam Wonders. Appreciate you guys for pulling through and listening. We really appreciate you guys, and we do look forward to you guys pulling through next week. The Sonar Muse platform, we have released our version 0 of the music downloader. We are definitely going to improve on it, but you can now download your NFTs. You can download music that you digitally downloaded on the platform. But the improvements that we're going to make is, of course, like adding the ID3 tags to the music, even allowing you to select what kind of format you want, and adding all that information as well, so making it really, really more convenient for you to have the music. So that's one thing we're going to improve on, as well as we are planning on working on the podcasting side now, as well as for the labels, the music labels. So we are getting there now. We're starting to build that aspect, as well as just improving the platform overall. Just a disclaimer that we are just building the beta site. So as we go on, we will be improving. And we hope that we have a platform that can cater to the music industry and artists and content creators as a whole. So if you are interested in knowing more about Sonar Muse, don't hesitate to email us at info@sonarmuse.org. That's info@sonarmuse.org. And we'll definitely get back to you. One of the team members will get back to you. So really appreciate you guys, and we look forward to seeing you next week.
For sure. This song right here, last but not least, this is very fitting for a closing song for Wake and Bake. It's Annie Delgado. She's one of the Sonar Muse OGs. This song it kind of sums up everything. It sums up life in these crypto streets. It's a blockchain track. I don't know if it's on all streaming platforms, but the main thing that she says, we made it this far. You know what I'm saying? I forgot the first bar. That's why I didn't want to say it. But she's talking about how we made it this far, and the name of the song is called Cloud9. So with everything that you're doing in these crypto streets, and everything, all the blood, sweat, and tears you probably put in to get your XRP and to get your cryptocurrency, you want to feel on Cloud9. And when you waking and baking, you are on Cloud9. You high. You know what I'm saying? So you got a high. You can be high off life for all I know. You know what I'm saying? But this song, it embodies everything that we got going on. You know what I'm saying? And I'm honored to share it with y'all. Shout out to Annie. You know what I'm saying? This is definitely one of my favorite songs on the platform, and this is how we gonna close it out. So with that being said, Blessings on blessings. Y'all keep them diamond hands rolling. Look out for the Shemitah. You know what I'm saying? It's Shemitah weekend. It's one of them Shemitah weekends right now. You know what I'm saying?
It's Pesach. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's a Jewish holiday, so it's like Passover. So shout out to the Jews out there. Shout out to everybody celebrating Pesach. I don't know how to say it. It's Pesach. Or it's Pesach, I don't know. So yeah, it's all love. And with this song, Cloud 9, it's also dedicated to Too Cold because it's one of her favorite tracks too. So yeah, we on. I hope everybody has a great weekend, you know. Just keep stacking in bags, don't lack, you know, we're getting close to something. You know, we're getting close to something happening, but yeah, keep holding strong and prepare. Prepare, guys. Just prepare for what's to come. Keep doing your thing, and it's all love.
Whoa, you already know. Let's get it. It's Cloud 9. Slimmy, bless up. Love y'all, man.
Happy Easter to everybody. Hope you guys have a great Easter weekend. I guess it's Good Friday tomorrow. I forgot about that. So, yeah, all love. I forgot about that.
Facts. I'm not really with the holidays, but you know, Kamikaze doing this thing. Let's get it. You already know. Whoa, let's get it. Bless up. Love.
Tell me what we got to lose. We made it this far. Paying no mind to fear, 'cause that's who we are. But tell me when we come down, I got to know. When it's all said and done, where do we go? You got me so high. I wish I could go back to my old life. No, it feels like home and I don't know why. Oh, I'm so high. If we won't touch the ground, you got me. We carry our weight in gold. We waited in line for the thrill, for the love, for the lights. I should feel fine. But tell me when we come down, I got to know. When it's all said and done, where do we go? You got me so high. I wish I could go back to my old life. No, it feels like home and I don't